Yeah, what do you think? Love Rain, lyrical genius. Brilliant stuff, innit? In fact, let's experience High Ren. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'll play the video. Some might not have seen it. It's brilliant, isn't it, Angry Man? Brilliant stuff. This was the first track I got introduced to Ren. This is High Ren by Ren. It's been great, Carrie. Yeah, really good mood today. I feel a lot. I had no energy last night. I absolutely had no in my tank at all. At all. Oh, just to let you know, if the stream does go down, stick with us. It'll come back a minute or two. We don't get many privileges with around here. No. Right, what was that? I stopped myself saying that, Jerry. I nearly went down that road. I nearly did. Why does that screen look different there, doesn't it? There we go. It's funny, isn't it? Well, at least we entertain ourselves. No more Ren again. One more. Right, I'm going to flip it on its head and go for that money game one so that we've had people have experienced it. Oh, hang on, money game. Right. Is it gone stream suspend? I knew it. Bloody stupid. I'm back. Welcome back. I can't even explain that you can't even play one song. One song. You look at the rules, it says you can talk about stuff, discuss stuff, watch stuff together, critique it, play it, rewind it, and all this good shit. So, but you can't unless you've got 100 million subs. You got 100 million subs, then you can. Because I watch them all night, every night, play what they want all night long. And they don't say sod all. They just sit back, put kettle on, and play anything and everything that they get recommended from chats. But you need millions and millions of subs, but they play whatever they want all night long. But for some reason, one song, the AI should pick up also that we talking an hour before and an hour after. It's shit. Yeah. And it's funny, you know, I knew it had happened with that because it happened before Mr. Lottie with Ren. Because if you notice, I play a lot of music on here and it seems a lot of time it's no problem. But last time we played Ren, it did the same shit. And the sing and dance are the allow people to share. You know, that's what they're about. They say that's what they're about. Yeah. Two-tier. Yeah, two-tier, true, yeah. If you watch some of the big streamers on the night, Well, look what Asmongold uploads. He'll upload full videos, few commentary. If you've got an online community on YouTube and someone releases a new song, wouldn't it be normal for y'all to experience it together? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. That is the whole point. That is literally the whole point. When a poll has changed, but I did have a real strong feeling that were going to happen with that Ren stuff. Yeah, that's what happens with most of mine, bare bones. Usually about 20 minutes after live, wait for it to pop, and then just go in and edit out all copyrights. Click a couple of buttons, and then when you get up in the morning, it's all done. It's weird that though, one song. I actually don't think there's aught wrong in saying what I've said. If someone released a new song, you'd play it together, wouldn't you? And how does that affect them negatively? It doesn't. It shares the song. People will then may go on and watch it, buy it, comment. It's weird, isn't it? Don't even think ads are on. Not even making any money out of stream. Big G says, come to the right, Jim. It's typical lefty behaviour, that shit. Disgusting, isn't it? Cancel culture. Yeah. Oh, we better not play another one then. What was the song called? It was. What was the last one we did? That Money Game. It was Money Game that did it. They love the gambling footage, bare bones. They just don't love it when you say the .com bit. So the rules say you can share it and everything else, but if you share where you're doing it, then it's not allowed. It's weird. I think it's to do with actual sponsorships as well, because they get, Angela. Afternoon, Susan. Hope you're good. Welcome in, everyone. Just a little chill this afternoon. We've got the super quiz tonight as well. Don't forget, on Average Idiots channel. I'm going to try and remember 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. What happened with I've seen a few auditors get done for re-uploading their own. They've uploaded their own content as shorts, and because some divvy has robbed it already, they go, it's not your stuff. They're like unoriginal content, and it's literally their voice, their content, and they're having to fight it and go, and they're losing. You're not winning all the time. They're like, no, it's not your content. This were uploaded a year ago. Yeah, stolen. So anyone that is uploading content, bear that in mind. Even if you're not making it public, upload it all originally to all platforms so it gets that impression and that that footprint that it's yours. Because I've seen some where they won't budge. TikTok's ruthless. It's hard to get them to believe you. Ash, we've not seen much enforcement on here, have we really, or anything really? Really, it's all been very left alone. Regards YouTube. Sandra Martin, hello. Good day. You're not out today, Roy? Wonder if DP and Bear about. I wonder what happened in Swindon. Yeah, that's what I've done today, Patsy. I did the Aldi. You're working, mate. I was looking up, and I was looking at probation officer roles, today. I thought, shall I have a nosy at that? Do that for a few years. Oh, he's uploaded a video. He met some cranks. There's a new scheme you can get in really fast if you've got a level 3 qualification. So I was looking into it. And even without that, if you've got a level 3 just not in criminal justice, you can still, it's like 21 months as an apprentice scheme. I thought, it's not bad, that. It's fly 21 months. It'd be a definite temporary thing, Big Ben, just to get in. I mean, it'd be all good intention. But I would always struggle to stay a long time in any. The only one I could really stick out was Sitting's Advice, but that was different all the time. Well, I didn't stick it out, actually. I kept switching roles every 18 months to a year. I just switched something else within Sitting's Advice. Quickly bored me. It's all great on Monday. By Friday, shite this. Shite. Shall we try and get a panel going? Now I've relaxed over that cancellation for one song, a brand new one. Crazy. The only thing I've got to worry about, Don, is being on my feet a lot. So it's got to be a job where I have control in the sense that I can decide where I go, when and go, so I have a base. And some of these jobs I can't be up on my feet all day. I can't do it. AB, I always think that how does he find so much GC? And he's become a master at it, hasn't he? He's become a master at it. No, drivers too much. Because it's in the next more than just driving. Yes, Angela. You're loading in at a minute. It's saying you're loading in. You got like a grey screen. There we go.
Hiya, it's me.
Hello.
Hiya. I'm changing my picture. I forgot about that.
Is that what you were doing?
No, I wasn't doing it then. I did it the other day. I went through all of them. But yeah.
There's an invention missing, Yen. He says, but there's an invention missing or something. Not like a scooter, because I've tried the scooter. That was just horrendous. Something to just nip about. You're not wrong. Yeah. Not wrong.
On these late night shopping things, they have one that can fold down, like a scooter thing, but it's not a scooter. It's like a little seat thing that you can just meet on and go around.
Yeah, I've looked at a few of them. Yeah.
But you know what? You don't really want to be like. First of all, it's admitting you need one in it, I think, and then also like you got street cred. I don't care about what anyone says. Do you know what I mean? It's like, or not, maybe. I don't know.
I won't go in one now. I were much worse then, just trying to finance. I won't do it now. Big Six just got to work from home. Just get it. It won't help me mentally. That it's not. I gotta like working with people.
I do.
Danny Tomo, what's going on?
Where we live now.
You cut out, missed you. You cut out.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
Yeah, I don't know how my laptop keeps doing. I do think though the way we live now is completely different to the way we were, I don't know, 30 years ago. And so the way we therefore have jobs, it's not necessarily 9 till 5 anymore. It's more of a 24-hour job, isn't it? Like we need them roles 24 hours. So I think the government need to just bear that in mind and understand that all these roles are needed all the time, not just 9 to 5. And people, if they were given like a set task, or say they had so much to do within a set amount of time, if they did it on, say, a Monday to Wednesday instead of doing it over 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, no, making sense. I don't know. I just think if people were allowed to do it in their time, then the things would still get done. But I suppose it depends what they're doing, what job it is. Getting police officer, same that was it? I'm sure. Oh, fucking hell.
No, you're fine. No, I'm reading comments as well, and you're good. You're good. You're saying don't be so restrictive in times that jobs are available, I think, and a bit more flexibility in that. I think it's all positive stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, Mickey. I try and project my voice better. Crikey. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Oh, there's so much. I mean, emails. I went in my emails about 3 weeks ago. Managed to get through, look through them, read them. The more came in, the worse it got. I ain't been back. They're all just, I can't, it sends me funny. It's a weird thing. Same text messaging. I've always had any problem with that. I can go to respond and then just change my mind. It's really, really strange.
I'm the same with texters.
If anyone texts me, I'll just ring them back. I hate texting. I can't stand it. Nah, I'm shit with an over, Gary. Shit with an over. Oh, Danny, bloody hell, GC. That's gonna rock the boat. No pun intended. That's gonna rock the boat. May the 16th, outside Admiralty.
I think it's not a good idea people go.
I might go down and have a chill with Roy outside Admiralty.
Sounds like I suppose Admiralty is one thing, isn't it? I think, but the actual whole with loads of people together, it's a dangerous place. When there's loads of people together, I just think it's a perfect opportunity for bad things to happen. And
well, me and Roy will sort them.
Yeah,
get back. Get back.
Yeah, but yeah, my fears. Making waves again. That's quite funny.
Making waves.
Yeah.
We've got a guest. Great to see this guy back. Jake Away, welcome back.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jake. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good thing is, I got my bedding back.
Oh, come on, Jake, with it. Yay.
What does that mean then? You've got your bedding back. Is that like moving up, making good progress? It must be. Yeah.
They're trying me on. One sec, let me try and find the paper. On Jordan Backlight, which is a low mood, basically a mood stabilizer. So.
Yeah.
All right. Is that working for you? Brilliant stuff, Jay.
At the minute, it's not. Because they're giving me negative ideas, negative thoughts when I take it. But at the minute, it needs to work into my body to then do the actual job.
Right. Well, I'll give it time, I guess. But yeah, sounds like you're feeling a little bit better at least.
Yeah.
What were you using for bedding before?
Nothing.
They didn't give me for call. Oh, where'd it gone?
You might have clicked the wrong button. What do you mean? What, literally nothing? What, sleeping in your clothes?
Nothing. Just the clothes, and all he had was that like a blue mattress. That's it. Plastic sheet, plastic mattress. That's all he had. Not joking. That's all he had. He had nothing at all in his room. Nothing. That's it.
Got you, Jake. Yeah. What did you use before then? Angela's saying you had nothing. Is that how it was?
Yeah, I completely had. Did you go into the police station?
Yes.
And you have a blue mattress.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I basically had for good 2-3 weeks.
It's awful.
Because I tried to do something regarding self-harm, basically.
Yeah, so the justification behind those decisions is to keep you safe, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really positive that we're at bedding back. That's great news.
It is. However, I do think they should maybe come up with something a bit better, like a duvet or something that can't be manipulated or fixed, or do you know what I mean? Something that's too big to be able to cause have that with what Jake did.
I don't know. I guess they've thought that through. I don't know. I'd like to have faith in them, really, that they're making the right calls. It's rough to see.
It's fucking horrible. It's wrong. It's really wrong. A prisoner won't be treated like that. So why should someone just out of mental health or mental illness be treated like that?
It depends what the intent is. If it's safeguarding, it's not a punishment.
No,
But it was punishment, though, wasn't it, Jake?
a little bit was, to be fair.
Have you ever experienced that before, Jake?
Not my bedding takeaway. I had all my clothes taken away before, but not my bedding.
It's outrageous, absolutely.
Good afternoon, John.
But they had to do what they had to do.
Do you think you'll do it again? Because you hope not.
It certainly is good. James Tube in the chat. He says it's good to know you're making progress, Jake. He's with you.
I am allowed out with family members now, which is good.
That is good.
Have you done that?
Yep. Been out 4 or 5 times now.
Right. Really good. Where did you go?
I went last Monday. I went Millwall.
Wow. All right. Is that when it went to penalties and they lost?
Yeah, and they lost 2-1 to Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Then I've been going shop with my dad. Been going home a bit, spending some time chilling and doing friends.
I'm glad you've got your family around supporting you as well. It's going well.
Yeah, definitely. It is good.
Ideally, I should be out of it by Friday. But I think they're going to keep me on a little bit longer because they need to get my right dosage. Get me to the right dosage on sodium evaporate.
Okay, that's good. So you got a bit busy, haven't you?
Yeah, so I can either be a donut and refuse to stay, which means they will put me on a section 3, or I could be like to them, yeah, okay, I will stay for another week or 2, so they can put me on the right dosage. But I'm not sure what mind frame I'm gonna go into them with.
I think you'll be not the donut. I think you'll.
Well, with me, it could be anything. To be fair.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'm making some good progress.
I think you're making amazing progress, Jake. I always do.
Yeah. They fucked me up with my tribunal.
Why?
But I applied to have a tribunal, and it never got done. So I might as well just tell them to fuck the tribunal off and just let me do my sentences. Because in there, I feel like the sentences.
Oh, okay. Was that the tribunal trying to get out of there?
Yeah. The tribunal is basically to get out of here.
Okay.
You have 14 days to apply for tribunal.
Yeah.
Or if you get put on a section 3, it's like 6 months.
Yeah.
But tribunal, the tribunal is usually a couple of doctors, not from a ward. A couple of people come in, assess you. You got a solicitor and everything.
Okay, but do you see now though? Do you know how you were before and see how you are now? You know, before you were really quite poorly, weren't you? And now you're loads better. So although we're like you didn't like being there, and you don't like being there, it's kind of it was the best place for you to be safe and to be kept safe. Because if you had been let out again, who knows what would have happened? Do you know what I mean? It's like so. Although we can always try and fight these things and want to take them to tribunal and stuff, it's at the end of the day you're fighting a system that wants to help you, and it's easy for me to say that, I know, but in a way, I'm glad.
I only do tribunal when I know I'm gonna win. Not a funny thing with me. I don't do tribunal just to waste money. I do it to try and win. So for the doctor probably think he's gonna win for it, but we ain't gonna do it for him because we want him to stay for the whole time.
But was it because were you using that deprivation of liberty, that kind of thing, so you
Probably.
can get back out again? We were going against the section.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, but you do know, don't you, that the reason you were sectioned was because you were a danger to yourself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't believe I am, but I get what people are saying.
But when they've taken away your bedding, that's because you're a danger to yourself. Yeah.
Sorry, John, I got you, mate.
Yeah, don't come.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? So they, although you don't like it necessarily, but they are looking out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, welcome up, mate. Are you good? Good to see progress here with you.
Yes,
Hey, John.
yes, Jake. Hello, Angela. How you
Hello,
doing?
John.
Hello, Jake.
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Good to hear you progressing, fella. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it was, I was gutted for you, man, when you said you know, and you'd promised me to turn up the next week because you'd had such a nice time.
Yeah, I did try. I did try to get away from the police, but I fell over.
Yeah. Oh well. It's just
Down by the River Thames. I did it.
yeah. It would just say good to have you back out again, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was,
I should. Hopefully, I will be out this weekend. But if not, I should be out the following week.
okay.
When's next football game you're going to?
Next football game I'm going to is Saturday.
Right.
No, Tuesday. It's England women versus Spain women. It is a FA qualifier for the World Cup.
Oh,
Okay.
brilliant.
That is Tuesday in Wembley.
Wembley, so you're going Wembley on Tuesday. He's got stuff to look forward to as well. That's really good.
Got QPR match on Saturday at home.
Was that Millwall?
Yeah, Millwall.
Okay.
So
Spicy London derby.
yeah.
And the good news is Sunderland had just scored against Tottenham as well, Jake.
Did they?
So it's it's good, man. But yeah, Jake, man, anytime, come out if there's stuff going on. If you fancy coming out, you know.
Yeah.
The Sunday stuff's nicer, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's good for your channel as well, Jake.
Yeah. Didn't you fancy the march yesterday?
I was busy yesterday. I couldn't get there.
Okay.
I would have, but it's just I've got I had to take my son out as well. You know what I mean, and to do other stuff as well. You know, dad stuff, and shit like that. So yeah, I didn't go out yesterday, but there was a few out filming it anyway. So don't, you know what I mean? If there's someone there filming it, you know, Sploosh was out there, I think, doing it. He did he did a brilliant job of it, man. You know what I mean? They all know him well up there as well. So it's yeah. But I'm sure they'll be doing more Sunday stuff soon, Jake, as well.
Yeah.
So always let us know, man. Just drop us a message, and you know.
Yeah, he's doing well, Wolfman, isn't he? It's rough, just being stuck in and that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
doing well.
it's no good if you're stuck. You know what I mean? I heard you had no bedding and all that, Jake. You know, and that
no bedding, nothing.
That must be
Good 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been
terrible,
a few months.
man.
Yeah, fucked my back up a big time, but
yeah.
But I think I got bedding back. But the bedding shit anyway. It don't actually stay on the bed. I keep waking up having to pay it back on the bed.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. It's 3 out for now.
Yeah.
So
and when will you be able to go back home? Soon? Are you looking to get back home?
Hopefully Friday. But I need to see what the plans are tomorrow with Ward round.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks out, I'll be allowed out.
Oh, that's good,
Yeah.
man. That's good.
But
And you're still seeing your dad, and are they still?
still seeing my dad, my sister. Yeah.
And how are they? Are they upset seeing you in there, Jake? I bet they are, aren't they? Or
Yeah,
do they?
they're missing me at home. To be fair,
Yeah, man.
they're
You know what I mean?
missing all the takeaways. Nah.
Yeah.
But I've been having takeaway in here, and she's having ordering Domino's, McDonald's, Greg's, yeah,
that's what
all
I
the takeaways you can think of. I've been ordering them in there. So,
Yeah. I would give the McDonald's a miss, man. That is
Oh, man, I've
junk.
got loads
That's
of tonight.
yep,
that is,
I'm in therapy. At the minute, but I ain't working because I'm focusing on sleep.
yeah.
So hopefully now I come in here on a section, they'll start listening to me and start doing what I ask them to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's that power of the mind, and the mind's so powerful in there.
Yeah.
Oof.
I go out at least every other day if I can. So
When does the football league finish anyway? I don't even know dates. I never know like that. June, so not long.
No, soon.
Oh,
soon.
Next by the end of April, really.
Yeah.
I think
Spurs are going down, says AY Audits.
Yes, yes, mate. The Spurs are going. You should have seen the Sunderland go away, man. It was big deflection. They're all on the floor, nearly crying. Top stuff, man. Oh dear.
Thanks anyone who I've missed on the chat.
What's the food like? The chat want to know, Jake. Is it good, bad, or all right? Average. That's not bad. Then I'd settle with that. What's your favourite that they give?
Cake and custard.
Cake and custard.
Yeah, but they do different cake, different days. So
Right.
we don't have cake and custard every day. We have it like every 2 days, I think. But because I have to take it around the whole hospital as well. So
Yeah. Can you get drinks whenever you want, or is it like tea times and stuff? How does that work?
If you want black Kyle, orange juice, you can get it at tea time.
Yeah.
Or if you like me, I bring in my own stash.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. So how do you get the hot water and stuff? Oh, you've got your own stash of just cold drinks?
Yeah, cold. And I've got Lucasade Orange.
Yes.
Lucasade Orange Sport. I've got Coca-Cola. And I've got Judges sort of milkshake.
I like them, me, yeah.
Yeah, got my chicken stash down there. Got my shoes in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, good mate. Yeah.
I am always prepared. When I'm not allowed out, my dad bring it up. When I'm allowed out, me and my dad go and get them. I had something to do.
Yeah. Have you had any takeaways in Ward? Do they have like special occasions and stuff like that?
They don't actually supply takeaways. We have to buy it ourselves.
No, I get that of course you'll buy it yourself, but do they have nights where you have takeaways together?
Not everyone. It's up to you whether you order or whether you eat their food.
Right.
We still have been buying Domino's for everyone to eat for Japa. Last night we had it off, so.
How do you mean? You had some money or something? You won the lottery?
I wish I did. I basically buy it on my card, and people give me money back for it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because it's usually. I bet that's frowned upon or against the rules, mind. But just be careful there. Causes a lot of problems in places like that.
I told them don't worry about giving me money back, and they are too adamant they are giving me money back. So like, okay, give it to me where my dad is here or my jetto is here.
Okay.
So,
Pizzas are nice, man. It must be
Yeah.
a nice treat for them. Do you know everyone in there? I suppose they can't
Yeah.
get. You know what I mean? Sometimes pizzas are nice, man.
It's sad when people leave because you think, when will it be my turn to leave? Good afternoon from Brighton, Marathon with a family. Hope you're all doing well. Came in at 2:22 and was number 320 in the race. Oh, nice.
What is it? Do you know what that means then, Jay? Tell me what she means. I don't know what she's saying. Came in at 2:20.
I think she done the Brighton Marathon today.
Oh,
And
right. Yeah.
then you came 320 in the other race.
Who were running the marathon, Di? Not you. I can't see Di running that marathon.
It was a daughter, I think she put at the bottom. I think.
Oh, yes, daughter Randall. Well played, Di's daughter.
Okay, cool. I'm only doing comment what Jamie pinned, by the way. And
Right,
I'm
mate.
not ignoring anyone.
No, you're right. Right, it's kettle on time for me. It's been 50 minutes. Should we get a link out, see if anyone wants to come and have a chat with us?
Yeah.
But yeah, well played, Jake. Fantastic stuff, mate. And you've done it all yourself, so well done. I'll be 1 minute.
Yeah, to be fair, I've been watching and I've been meaning to come up, but by some time I've been busy. Patreon been kicking off a lot recently. So I haven't been able to come up. When it all quiet, and that when I like to come up and talk. When it is all kicking off, I like to go down there for the action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You come in my one the other day when I was out walking Bob, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
When it kicking off, I'm like, yep, I'm down there watching you get pinned to the floor and getting injected. Because I've been through that scenario many of times.
That must be horrible, man. That must be horrible.
Yeah.
It is at times, but if our own good.
Yeah.
I'd have two people 1-to-1. So now taking up for staffing, to be fair.
Gold blend always. Gold blend always. Apparently, Gas Pipe is not UK lady. Reached out and said no. So I took the word for it.
Wasn't it something you timed out in the chat, and it came up in the chat that time?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was. But it.
Villa was winning 1-0, and then they were drawing 1-1.
It don't matter, Jake. Tottenham are going down anyway. So it's all good.
Yeah. And Lincoln City got promoted for the day, which were good.
You did?
One thing I've never done that fishing. Never ever been fishing. Never caught a fish.
I've been fishing, but I didn't know for sea waves. But
was that fly fishing?
Sea fishing, I mean.
Okay.
Did it on holiday in Breen, but I didn't like it too much.
Seems a bit slow to me. Just sat there.
Oh, fishing, man! I could never do that. That's just.
And then I don't really want to stab a fish in face, to be honest. For sake of no,
Yeah.
I don't think it's really appropriate. I'm like, what? You get?
I would do fishing. I would do fishing, but the only problem is I talk too much.
I get the chance of catching a fish. Then, if you're making what, you've actually got to sit there in silence as well.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because you disturb them. I'm sure it was my dad, although he denies it now. But one of my dad and my brother told me that You have to put maggots in your mouth to keep them warm so the fish want them.
Oh, no.
That was when I was really young,
No.
honestly. And so that's what I had to do because I believed I was really doing a really important job as a kid. It must have only been about 3, but I remember it like it was yesterday. And I even asked my dad about it the other week, and he was like, I never said that. I was like, you did, somebody did. And he was like, it must have been your brother. I was like, oh, okay, because I did keep talking. But yeah. Awkward.
Yeah, now catching and eating's a different story altogether, isn't it? That's
Yeah, it's wrong, isn't it? Just hooking it in the mouth and then throwing it back. Bloody
Yeah.
thing. It's horrible, isn't it? Like,
gotta hurt the poor fish. That it's like
I know.
shit.
Be quiet, Angela. I'll become fishing for you soon.
Fishing for me.
Yeah.
Fishing for me. No, I don't like fishing. Fish are horrible. Do you know what? The most horriblest thing in the world. I remember
Yeah.
being sick by one when I was like 11 in Ibiza. It was the most awful experience in my life. Honestly. And then
Yeah.
the jellyfish stuck his thing in my leg. And then the man laid on me, but we're gonna.
You gotta be careful with some jellyfish, aren't you? Dangerous.
I've been stung by a jellyfish as a kid in Mallorca. Stung for a bit.
Not long till my holiday.
Where are you going on holiday, Jake? Where are you going? Anywhere nice?
I'm going back to Gran Canary Island.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice,
For
mate.
10 days this time.
Check you out.
That's good, man. Sunshine as well.
Yeah.
Warm sun, you know what I mean? Yeah, and
It's
really
in June, I
opens the
think.
mind up. Yeah, opens the mind up, Jake. You know what I mean? Makes you feel better.
John's suggesting he's going to start catching these squirrels with hooks and lines just to make it morally acceptable.
Oh, wow.
Well,
It won't be acceptable or moral because the fact that it's like squirrels and.
but they throw the squirrels. Are you going to start throwing squirrels back in trees though once you've caught them?
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd have to reel it in, hook the squirrel off the line, and then wang it back into the tree.
And yeah, you say you kill them. We don't kill the fish. Well, I don't kill the fish because I don't go near them. But
You have to kill a fish to cook it, to have fish and chips.
Oh no. No. I didn't know where that fish comes from. I didn't realise how big an actual tuna was, until recently.
They're massive.
Honestly. And then I couldn't believe it. And they come in such a small can as well. I was like, what?
That's the end process.
Yeah, I didn't get
Angela,
it.
you know what I mean?
I don't, the whole thing about what you eat thing, whatever it is, I didn't get it. And so, because you get them other little things, them other little fish, don't you, that come in little cans. And so,
what they called? Pilchards and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I was thinking that tunas might have been that big. Never mind. That was up till recently, but I just my brain doesn't want to think about. It doesn't not want to. It just doesn't. It just is my brain. It doesn't think about the history or past or anything that I'm doing at the moment. It just is.
So do you not eat any fish at all, Angela?
Oh yeah. I do eat it, but I don't think about what it actually is.
The process.
I eat more fish than I think. Probably do. Fish, I eat a lot of fish.
I still can't imagine, apart from when people told me about eels, that they're in London, like just swimming around casually.
Jellied eels are absolute putrid fucking.
Yeah,
I don't think I could be paid to eat that shit that's been sat in them tubs in them cafes all day. Like, what is that?
Jamie, it's my old man when I was a kid. He gave me that once, and it's just vomit juice straight away. I go, Dad, I ain't eating that shit.
Unbelievable. You get it sitting in the Tower of London or something and thrown over you, wouldn't you?
People love it. Some people love that shit. You know what I mean? I cannot fucking. It's all in jelly and mate.
Sorry about that Tower of London in news. Did you see this? Right, what was it? It's 20 quid to go in Tower of London at the minute, I think. But they're talking about, or they've introduced. I'll fact check this. 4 quid if you're on Benny's. What about that?
Oh, that's fair enough. That's quite good, really.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
But people are have they got poor envy by suggesting that it's unfair, and maybe if everyone paid 12 quid instead of 4 quid and 20, then it'd be reasonable. Some are not happy about it. You see, I think it's all right. I think it's good news. £4 on benefit.
London.
I think it's fair to charge everyone £12. They're no argument. They're no bringing your IDs out, etc.
Yep. I think that's a great point. It's like, well, hang on a minute. If everyone does pay £12, there's no unfairness. It's equal.
But for someone on benefits, £12 out their money they get would be quite a big hit. I would have thought. I don't know.
It can be a big hit, and when you have a family.
Yeah.
If it's just 2 adults going for a history, £12 is nothing.
But think about what if it were a mum, dad, 3 kids, 10, 20. Hang on, we're into a lot of money now, and benefits are running out. I'm back to £4 now because we should be allowing people on the benefits to explore history. In fact, it should be free.
Yeah.
No.
Why please us for some cash just to go and look at history? It's our history, not we own. It's ours.
It might be ours, but it still has to be funded somehow. We'll all complain at the end of the day when it's getting paid for out of the taxes, out of this, out of that.
Donations like the heritage sites. Put a donation box there if they need a little picking doing and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all well and good, but no, we don't work like that, does it? Because then we'll complain at some point that these things need to be done up and they need this doing to it and need that doing to it. Oh my God, they've got to spend billions on it. Yeah, the people have paid to it, the upkeep of it as it went along. And everyone should pay the same. And I didn't say, okay, people might be on benefits and stuff, but there's still people out there that are on no benefits but still come out on par, So I don't think there should be any. I think it should be like where you pay, I don't know, so much for an adult and then so much for a child, but a lot less for a child. Do you know what I mean? So £1 or something. And I think they should be included. Have you seen the Merlin passes that you get for all them things? It should be included in something like that because that's amazing. The Merlin pass, you get in for free, and then the person you're with can get in for 50%. And that's like Alton Towers, Sea Life Centres, Grace. I so want to go to the Sea Life Centre, with a net. Just like, I'm going to go
rescue them all.
No, just make out. Not really to go and do it just for fun. Just looking like I'm going to go and catch my dinner or something. Sorry.
Moss site says £20 to go look at the jewels belonging to the royal family. I wouldn't pay for.
I can get a vote.
I've always been really intrigued actually to go and
history of London, Jamie. Sorry to overtalk you.
You're right though. Just for that, where they've executed so many people, and just to see wow, a lot going on there. I don't think the £20 would get me in the places I want to see. Neither it'd be crap. And I've seen it all on YouTube, and you can't get in those places. Yes, Jake.
What about they charge £10, like £10 for an adult, then £2 per child?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. That seems reasonable
for everyone, and that is fair.
For everyone. What about £200 for tourists from abroad, and free for everyone who's in the UK?
Then we won't have any tourists.
That's it, man.
Well, £200. I mean, I don't know. People pay more than £200 to go see Mickey Mouse. This is the Tower of London.
Yeah, but you don't really have any entertainment people there.
Yeah, you do. You got the beef eaters in there. They welcome all the.
But how much did it cost?
How much does it cost to go in there?
To get in now, I heard recently. I don't know if this fact check this, but £20 a minute and £4 for concessions is coming up. I'm going to look it up now in a minute.
How much did it cost to get into Disneyland and Disney World and places like that?
About £300 a day or something.
There you go.
John, hey, John. Good afternoon.
Is that how much it costs to get into Disneyland? £300 a day. That's obscene.
I bet something like that. Yeah, it'll be. Well, it might be $250. I'm going to say $250 for a day ticket. I'll have a look now.
Well, especially I'm going to go, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
In a bit, Jay. Have a good one.
Big up, Jake. Big up, Jake, man. Good to see you both. See you later, man.
Given that you spend most of your time queuing, that seems like a huge amount of money.
You do actually. Have you been? I don't think the queuing.
Well,
was
no, but my
That'll be a later.
I've had like friends in the US that have gone to Disney World in the US, and they've said that whilst the rides themselves are absolutely amazing and the experience is really, really good, you do spend quite a lot of time queuing, especially for like the really interesting, the premium stuff. There's lots.
I mean, I can't ways around that personally. I never queue up for shit. But
Do you know how much it is to get in there, Tower of London now? Yeah,
50 quid.
£37 for an adult.
Yeah.
And £18.50 for children.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
That's a huge amount.
That's an extortionate amount of money.
I suppose it does. It does probably cost an awful amount of money to maintain.
It says you can get a London pass, which includes entries to the tower and over 100 other attractions, offering potential savings. C2C 2-for-1 offer allows 2 entries for the price of 1, though this cannot be combined with other offers. A membership, you can become a membership of the Historical Royal Palaces membership. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I found that funny. Sorry.
Hampton Court's a nice place to go. Sorry, John. Hampton Court.
Sorry.
That's a nice palace to go, and I think that's a bit cheaper.
Well, apparently most of the palaces are falling to bits because they don't maintain the damn things. So.
Yeah, I suppose. But they're heritage sites, aren't they? You know, it should be.
Yeah, which is interesting because like anything that's a listed building, there's a requirement for it to be maintained. And it's one of my bugbears with things like the National Trust. So the National Trust will allow buildings to be bought to be put into private ownership on the understanding that when they're bought and put into private ownership, the buildings are restored. But then the National Trust imposes an unbelievably high standard for the restoration. But the National Trust can't afford to restore the buildings themselves. So they'll let the buildings moulder and not restore them. But then when somebody wants to come on, so for example, it's why a lot of these buildings actually are in much better repair in like France, for example, that are similar sort of period buildings. Because Alfie, you shit, scared the crap out of me. So it was my cat, scared the shit out of me.
I knew it was an animal.
Welcome, Alan, just to chill. Yeah.
But yeah, so like for example, the National Trust, if the original building was lime plastered, then they will require the building to be lime plastered internally, as opposed to have a dot and dab plasterboard.
Are you on about what the cost of upkeeping it all?
The cost of restoration, because there are so few companies.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll be non-stop. There won't be able to keep up with it.
Yeah, but what I mean is that, like, if you were to, for example, dot and dab plasterboard onto an old stone structure, and then skim it with a modern plaster, and then finish it like decorate it in the same manner that the building was originally built. Aesthetically, it would look no different than if it was, for example, lime rendered internally. But lime render is a nightmare to work with. It's not like the modern plasters, and it costs an absolute fortune. But the National Trust will insist that you do it authentically from a lime render perspective, and it has no bearing on the aesthetic at all. It's just that they want the building to be restored as it originally was. But the choice here is the building restored, or is the building just left to fall to shit? It could be restored and protected, and you could get a weatherproof envelope, and it would look exactly the same as it did in its original form, but it uses modern materials. But they will refuse the use of modern materials, and the refusing the use of modern materials and having to use old, like, artisanal techniques cost an awful lot of money, because A, very few people specialize in them, and B, they're not time affected. It takes ages. Like the cure on a lime render is much, much, much slower than it would be for a modern cement render, for example, or a silicon render.
People on benefits pay less than someone who's not to get into the Tower of London, John?
Well, I think because it's part of our cultural heritage, I wouldn't actually mind it being potentially means tested. I just don't know practically how you would do it. So, in principle, I don't have a problem with that. Practically, I don't know how you would do it. I suppose things like with school trips and stuff, like if a school wanted to attend the Tower of London or an organised school trip or something, I think the schools should be able to access the Tower of London for free. It's equally part of our cultural heritage. When it comes to private citizens wanting to enter, I don't practically see how you do it.
At
I
the
don't think you
minute,
should be. I don't think you should be costed out of your own culture.
no. Residents of Tower Hamlets getting for £1. Admission includes the crown jewels, the ravens, the White Tower. Wow.
And a history lesson that you
Wow.
won't forget. You know, London's got so much history. You can walk around London and it's all there for free. Do you know what I mean?
The history lesson being, with the exception of the Zulus, musket beats spear.
Yeah.
No. James, you say about National Trust there, though. They do actually buy properties, though, don't they? Also, rather than
Well, that's the
National
point
Trust.
of it. That's how it started, to stop them like falling to the ground. That was its intention, wasn't it?
But even properties that still lived in by the owners, they do buy them. And
when the bit rich families they started to not being able to afford their homes, John, I think they had to step in to protect them.
Yeah,
you know, we went from having all these servants and getting paid peanuts.
There's a National Trust property in Anglesey, which is it's also actually a red squirrel sanctuary as well. There's a breeding population of red squirrels up there which are being protected. But the home itself, and I'll be buggered if I can remember what it's called. You'd be able to Google it. But the family that lived there, the old aristocratic family that lived there, could no longer afford to maintain the homes and the grounds, so they donated the home and the grounds to the National Trust. But the descendants of the family in perpetuity have the right to live in the building, and there's a section of the building which is off limits to the public.
Also, they get like it's weird, isn't it? But they're like, well, you'll always have somewhere to live, I guess, in like in like an annex. Yeah,
there's quite a few like that.
But it's weird. You're walking around like, because it's the top 2 floors of the building. It's the very top floor and the roof space, like the roof annex, which has been. I mean, it's still huge. It's still hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of square feet. It's a massive annex. But it's weird because like when you're walking around the building, there's like a stone spiral staircase, and that's kind of like their entrance into their annex, and there's a chain across it, which is like this is the residence of XYZ and it's private property, and so no tourists are permitted to go up there. Now whether it's actually occupied, I don't know. It might just be, they might be elsewhere. Yeah, it's interesting, certainly.
Got one near us that is the East Wing, I think it is, or the West Wing, whichever one. Anyway, one of them two. People still live in it, and then the National Trust took over the other side of it. And the people that own still some of it. They still kept the land, and so they rent out land to the farms and stuff, and to the farmers. But National Trust still owns some of the property for. Yes, there was one near me, and again, as I said, and the guy is a lord, and he got sent to prison a few years ago for drink driving. It's kind of shocking, isn't it? But yeah,
well, it's things like Warwick Castle is owned by like an entity. It's the same company that owns Alton Towers, I think. Warwick Castle is an amazing site. Yeah, Google Warwick Castle, because Warwick's it's in a town adjacent to where I live.
It's 26 quid to get into Warwick Castle.
Yeah, they do. They set up like a Christmas ice rink there. We went ice skating there with the kids and stuff over Christmas. You get hot chocolate, go ice skating. You've got the castle in the background in all the gardens and everything. So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. But yeah, it is owned. Oh, what's the company?
Merlin.
Merlin. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
We-
I think it's
I think
the
they-
same company that owns like Madame Two Swords as well.
I mean, that's some castle, isn't it? That.
You know,
But
that
it's all
turret.
it's all still intact. Yeah.
I've been in there. That's where I'm sure I grew up. Not in the turret, but yeah, not in this background, obviously. But yeah. Oh,
Are you
crikey,
talking
you're
about a
Google,
different
mate.
lifetime there, Angela?
I am, yeah, honestly, yeah. Do you know when I went there? I was like, I couldn't go in there with my dad, and I was like, Dad, I really feel at home. And he was
Yeah.
like, just laughing to himself.
Check
And
that room out there.
Isn't it amazing though?
It is
Check
magnificent. I'm so belong there. It's unbelievable. Look at it, it's amazing. Imagine having like them balls and functions and them
Yeah.
wigs and stuff that people wore. Do you know what I mean? It'd be
On your
like
knees,
Yeah.
soldier.
Yeah.
peasant. Sorry.
Oh,
Cracking.
yeah, a different world then. Wow. I bet it's
Yeah, and then-
freezing.
Well, there's Kenilworth Castle down the road as well. Kenilworth Castle is a ruin. Kenilworth Castle had it was burnt down. There was a fire.
Yes, it is in Kent.
But Kenilworth Castle, they built an artificial lake around Kenilworth Castle as an entrenchment, as a fortification. And it's mostly grassland now. But there's a fjord that runs through Kenilworth, which used to form part of which now it's basically a road. But because of the way it was dug out originally as part of the protection, the military protection for the castle, this fjord, every time you get lots of rain and stuff, it floods. But you could, in principle, block it off and refill this old lake that used to exist there. That was an artificial lake. It was built in like the 13th or 14th century or something as a protection for the castle. But it's amazing, like the Kenilworth Castle now, when you go and look at it, like the ballroom floor was, or the main like, I don't know if it wouldn't have been a throne room because obviously it wasn't inhabited by a king, but like the main room of the castle, the main hall, was on a timber floor. It was a timber suspended floor, and kind of like the Colosseum, because it was all burnt down and the timber's all gone. You've still all got the stone pillars that would have been like the kitchens and the basement underneath.
Yeah.
That would have supported the stone, the timber floor above.
They also were used to keep it cool, weren't they, John? In the summer, these tunnels underground. You'll know about Earth staying cool, won't you?
Well, I mean, it maintains a fairly stable temperature. Obviously, it depends where you are. But I think you only need to go about 2 or 3 feet below ground, and I think it maintains a temperature of sort of like 12 or 14 degrees, something like that.
It will only vary by 1 degree, regardless.
Yeah, it's not a wide variation. It's even in the deepest winters and the warmest summers, it's really stable.
Could you use that to like replace air conditioning?
Well, so we
could utilize it as some cooling system, bury it underground, some pipes, bit of a fan.
Yeah, you can, and we use what are called heat exchangers now. So, and there's 2 types of heat exchangers that are most common. There's the air source heat pump, and then there's something called the ground source heat pump. And there's 2 different types of ground source heat. Yeah. So there's two different types of ground source heat pump. One is it's a pile one.
Which one gives the most out though? For like, if one uses 1 kilowatt of energy, and what does it give out? Do you know what I mean?
The air source heat pumps are less efficient than the ground source heat pumps, but the air source heat pumps they're monoblock units, so they're very
easy just to get plugged in and just whack them on the wall.
Well, no. So with the buildings that we build, we provide an air conditioning. So the air source heat pumps that we provide with our buildings. You could have one that would provide either air conditioning or heating for a circa 30 square meter building, and that would provide they're 3.2 kilowatt units, and that's based on the output, but they run off of a 13 amp fuse, so they don't draw
from ground ones, the output, can't you?
Yeah, the problem is with the ground source heat pumps, they're much more expensive to install. So a ground source heat pump system, if you were going to have a pile-based system which goes deep down underground, and is much more efficient in terms of space and output,
And you need the
would cost-
space available.
would-
Yeah.
would cost tens of thousands of pounds. Whereas an air source heat pump that can do a 30 square meter building, I think we charge £1,800 for supply, installation, and then you get all the certifications, the F-gas certifications, and it's £1,800 for the supply,
Alright.
fit, everything. But there's no VAT on that. There's no VAT on that. But then you also get your air conditioning and your heating. I've got one on my office. The company that we've partnered with that does all of our air source heat pumps. They fitted one on my office. I think I paid £800 for it, but it's great because now my office has got a pigeon loft in it with a double bed upstairs. So then when my wife's working night shifts in the middle of the summer and the kids are clattering around the house like lunatics and she needs to sleep in the day and it's red hot and she's struggling to sleep, she can come and stick the aircon in the office and sleep.
There is evidence that they're like in Egypt, I think it's there's evidence that they kept ice in the middle of the desert. You know, they knew to dig down and have air passageways. That's as basic I can describe it. But they were doing stuff where they could refrigerate stuff in hot temperatures.
Yeah, well, you can
like wine cellars and same thing, isn't it? These people things stay fresh, don't they? In this.
Well, they used to do things like you used to get like ice rooms or ice houses in the UK, where you dig down underground and you'd cut blocks of ice out of lakes in the winter, and then you'd store them underground, and they'd remain frozen all the way through the.
Interesting.
You get enough ice in one spot that it would create the opposite of a thermal mass. It was a refrigerated mass. And it would stay because it was underground, and then you'd create like an airlock system that meant that you'd open one door and then you'd step into an airlock chamber, and then you'd open another door.
If you had to use his brains, we'd be back there now. If it were that basic, you know, people would be utilising all this.
Yeah, but you know, this was still only the purview of the ultra rich. You know, as soon as I don't know if when mechanical refrigeration came along, you had companies that their sole business model, it was more in the States than in the UK, but you had companies whose sole business model was ferrying ice down from like northernmost Canada, and they'd chop blocks of ice out, and you could go to a shop and you could buy ice that you'd put in like a cool room or in a pantry in your house to keep all your stuff cool. And you had companies that would when modern refrigeration came along and they saw their business being fucked over because obviously there was no need for it anymore. So the companies that shipped the ice would start making claims about the quote unquote quality of ice between natural ice and artificial ice.
Oh, right. Yeah. The danger behind it.
Yeah. It was all bullshit to try and protect their business.
Oh, of course. That's what they do. Thank you so much, Big Ben Wellard, for the massive super chat, mate. Thank you so much. He says, Spliffing channel. I appreciate it.
Spiffing. Stupendous and spiffing channel.
Spiffing channel. Did I say spliffing?
Yeah, let's not start amalgamating words again. It needs to confuse.
Yeah, no. Call me out. I've got a spliff on my mind.
Yeah, I don't want to seem perflicity.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Seem what? What was that word?
It's finicky or pernickety.
Yeah, you're getting very finicky.
I think it's all good making new words.
I wish I could remember them. I mean, I don't think I've got a bad vocabulary. I sometimes choose silly words, but laugh.
Yeah.
I'd love to remember some words I hear other people use, though. But I wouldn't use them because I'd get it in the wrong context. You need to take time to learn new words.
Yeah, but Jamie, you do get it right, and even if it's only just to yourself, you need to give yourself a pat on the back. Just saying. I do.
Like I never criticize somebody for, you know, trying to broaden like a vocabulary. Just go for it. Like everybody makes mistakes. Like if somebody makes a mistake whilst they're trying to broaden a horizon in one direction or another, then beating them around the head with the mistake just seems spiteful.
I also wouldn't want to sound like I just swallowed the thesaurus or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's me. I think I like to adapt where I am. No, adapt my vocabulary to where I am, I suppose, sometimes. Yeah, like, so if I'm on YouTube, I'm me. And if I'm with my dad, I don't speak like this at all. So, yeah.
You don't
change.
swear, Angela.
No,
In
good
front
God,
of your
I don't.
parents.
No, never. No, never. In front of my dad, hell no. Oh, my God. No, I don't even say, oh, my God, in front of my dad. You know what I mean? It's like, no. I have to speak proper, I would say, in front of my dad.
Got to speak proper in it.
Proper,
That's
innit?
right.
I can't be
Proper, innit? Like, you were going to say, I was just trying to think of a joke with in it, then I was like, oh, I'll get an in it in here.
like this, my G. Innit?
Yeah.
I can't be
In it.
Innit?
I don't-
Easy.
Do you know what always made? I've still got it. I've still got it to this day. When my dad started working, like he started his apprenticeship, and one of the my dad had a dictionary, old like Oxford English dictionary, but one of the big thick like hardback ones, and the cover was shut. It was shagged. You know, it was ruined. So he just recovered the cover in like brown wrapping paper.
Okay.
And
It was a common thing, wasn't it? That it book paper.
yeah, but it was it was just brown like parcel paper from the post office. You know, nothing special, cheap, functional, no problem. And but he never, and it just lived on like his on a shelf in the garage where he worked. And one of the lads who worked with him got the dictionary, and they wrote on it Kev's, and then underneath there was the word dictionary spelt like wrong 4 or 5 times crossed out, and then underneath that in big thick marker was book of words. Which it's upstairs in the loft. I should go and get that out before it's like eaten by the moths or something. It's just a part of his like history where he had banter with the lads, and he never changed it. You know, he always kept it. It was like part of his like coming, because he would have been in his mid-teen, like he would have been like 15, 16 when that was done to him. So that was just kind of like the old boys in the garage where he was coming up. He was learning his craft, just fucking with him a bit, like just, you know, initiating him.
I think I do know how the dictionary started. Wasn't it a university project? Or someone were literally funded to do it?
No. So the first ever dictionary was written by it was an English nobleman who wrote it was John something or other. And it's a famous old Christopher Hitchens joke where apparently there was a sort of women, high-minded women from society, when he wrote the first dictionary, the first edition of the dictionary, came to visit him, and they congratulated him for not putting in a load of rude words. And apparently the person who wrote the first dictionary congratulated them on their persistence for looking them up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the first thing they go to in it. Check for checks here.
When was that, in the Victorian era?
Yes,
or-
yes.
Oh,
Somebody just put in the chat Samuel Johnson. Yes, yeah. I knew there was a John in there somewhere. I do think it is something that's disputed as to who wrote the first ever dictionary, though. But regardless, it's still a funny story.
Samuel Johnson in 1755 is widely considered the first truly comprehensive modern English dictionary, taking him 9 years to complete, featuring over 40,000 definitions illustrated with literary quotations, setting the standard. There you go.
Back in them days, it was only the super rich that could do shit like that, because they were so loaded.
At the time.
Yeah, they were so loaded.
Fields or the mills.
Yeah. There was all the working classes like looking after.
And I guess there's a lot of words in there that people won't have known about. So you got to know them all in first place, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's probably why it was a project that took so long, because obviously you've got to amalgamate them. It's one thing to understand what somebody
Excel, because that takes some getting in order as well. God.
Well, like you can get an idea of what somebody means by the use of a word because of the context within a sentence. It's like the the joke, the who's the comedian with the floppy hair, where he goes, oh, you can, like an English person can insert any word, you can swap out any word you want outside of drunk. Oh, that guy's totally panini'd. And we know. Sorry.
No, I was just agreeing with it.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, the context is everything. Context is king. But we know what a panini is. It's a type of toasted sandwich. But in the context of the sentence, that's not what it means at all. It means the guy's totally fucked. He's drunk. Non-compos mentis.
Spangled. I always thought was a good one.
Totally banjaxed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely smashed.
That's what I think. That's why English is such a difficult language for people. It's such a it's an easy language to learn in terms of being able to successfully communicate, but it's such a difficult language to learn to speak as a native, or to seem as though you're speaking it as a native, because it's got so much nuance to it. But it's a mongrel language because it's built up of so many other languages.
Oxford, don't know when the dictionary came about, but I'm guessing Oxford had something to do with it. It's just great, but that is so old, is that place, isn't it? When you look, it's 1700, it's been there forever, hasn't it? Oxford University. It's insane when you think about it. People,
isn't it a crazy fact where, like, Cambridge University, the founding of Cambridge University predates the end of the Aztec Empire?
That's what I was getting. It's mental.
Yeah, the existence of the Aztec Empire and the existence of the Cambridge University, they overlap.
So am I getting the wrong one that's so old? Is the Oxford not as old?
No, Oxford's pretty old, but it's just I've heard the claim that Cambridge University specifically
1850 Oxford,
whereas Cambridge University is obviously much older because Newton attended Cambridge and he wrote the Principia in the 1600s. So
I bet these people be turning in their graves now, fucking, because I know someone who's been to Oxford recently, and it's totally he had to leave because it's totally woke.
Whoa.
Yeah, had to leave. Just couldn't. Just real bizarre place it is. He said. So, yeah.
Cambridge.
There we go. So just 1500s, yeah.
That's a place I'd love to see. I've never seen that.
You've never been to Cambridge? Oh, it's a beautiful city.
No.
I like the there's something in Cambridge. It's I forget which house it's in, but it's called the Mathematical Bridge.
Okay.
And it was I think it was designed by Brunel, I think. And it's a bridge that is held together with no mechanical fixings, so no bolts, nails, screws.
Yeah.
It's only held together by gravity. And there was a bunch
Yeah.
of Cambridge engineering students that disassembled it in order to understand how it was assembled. And then when they tried to put it back together, they couldn't reassemble it. So now it's got 4 big sod-off coach bolts through it to hold it together because they couldn't figure it out.
No one's tried to redo it since or pull it apart again.
Would you dare?
Well,
would you dare? It, like after a bunch of Cambridge engineering students have failed to disassemble it and put it back together again, and now it's got 4 big coach bolts in it. Like anybody else came along and tried to disassemble it and reassemble it, it ended up being stuck together.
I think should have had a good look before they took it apart. Didn't they remember? Well, guess not. Well, there were that many pieces.
Yeah. Bloody idiots. They're just
idiots.
Yeah.
Well, it always made me.
Well,
as an architectural technologist, it always made me laugh because it was always like a nice little jab at the engineers, which is like, well, if they'd have been architects, they'd have been able to do it.
Yeah, I think they lost some pieces, me. There's a university just for cricket. Cricket were a big deal in this country. What?
Yeah. True story. Sorry.
Sunday sing song. I'm not singing today. I got a sore throat. Too much smoking on all these lives.
Yeah. Song to Praise was on this morning and I missed it again. Not
Oh,
acceptable, is it?
They don't catch
No.
up.
I'm going to have to watch it in a bit. I'm not joking either. I do like it.
I've already asked that one. John's done a bit of skiing before.
Yeah, I can ski, but I only started learning to ski in my later life. I've only been skiing for about 10 years.
What? You never skied when you were
Something I
younger?
could never do. My knees would be popping all over them Alps.
No, I am. So because I'm a bit of a chimera. I know, I understand the implication.
What were you gonna say? A bit of a what?
A bit of a chimera. I understand the implication that you're making, but my parents were both thoroughly working class, but they were insistent that I got.
Oh, that's not what it means to me. It's something that I don't even know what that means. That's what you just said, but to me, it were.
I thought I misheard it. I thought you said I'm a bit of a.
It's to do with,
well, I'm that as well, but contextually, that's not what I was talking about.
No.
I don't think it were a class. Well, it's definitely not a class thing. People who do well go skiing, don't they? If you're doing all right, go have.
It's expensive, man. Going skiing.
It is
fucking
like it's
thousands, man.
Expensive.
It's ski passes, all the equipment, all the
Well, my son and daughter did their first proper ski holiday last year, February last year. We went to the Three Valleys in the French Alps.
All right, yeah.
And that was really good actually. But it's even more expensive with younger kids because obviously the in order to make it worthwhile for us, it was the ski lessons, the ski school, and then the childcare, so that my wife and I and the rest of our family could go skiing in the morning and we could go and do the stuff that we wanted to do. And then after lunch, we'd come back to the hotel and we'd pick up the kids and then we'd go and ski to their competency level so that they could come and spend the time with us and ski with us. But obviously the ski lessons and the ski school, the morning club, the childcare, it massively impacts the cost.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I, if we just wanted to go skiing ourselves and we didn't want to do like ski in, ski out, like a catered chalet, we just wanted like an apartment or something, you can go skiing whilst it's still expensive for a holiday, you compared to like when you're going with kids, you can actually do it relatively easy. It's not like the costs are ridiculous compared to like going to like going and doing like a Mediterranean holiday in France or Spain or something. It is obscene, the cost.
Yeah. How old are your kids, John?
7 and 10.
So they're just coming out, the little toddler, growing up. But yeah, I had 3 kids, and it's just cost a fortune. Do you know what I mean? Even back then, you just get stitched up because you're parents, and they know they can stitch you up.
I'm going to risk us getting shut down again. Watch, but I got blown away today or early this morning. I watched this video.
What I was going to say to you about that, Jamie, is the end of the day, right, I did a short and I used one of the music, like the music out of the short videos, and it banned me. It gave it a whole, like, it blocked it completely from the world.
Yeah, in some regions only. It'll be in some regions.
It's worldwide, it told me.
Was it a worldwide one?
Yeah, it was like music.
I guess the AI is just finding its feet.
Taking the piss.
Yeah, I did a short as well in Trafalgar Square, and there was these people dancing. And
I remember getting the email not a few years ago. All music in shorts, do what you want, don't worry. Basically, that was what it translates to, because they were competing with TikTok. But that's not what's being evidenced. They're ruthless just as much on shorts as they are with the videos. It's the same system, but when they first came out, they were like, "Oh yeah, use music under 60 seconds." Do you remember? It'd be like all the music were there. You could select it, all top tracks, everything.
I thought it was only if you were monetized.
No, it was basically a free for all for under 60 seconds for a long time, and and it's changed again. It must have done, yeah.
I don't give a shit if I get a copyright thing. If you're not monetized.
First one's only 7 days. Anyway, it's only 7. First one's only a week, I think it states. So 3 months on you, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, on all my lives, I've got copyright music every time. But
So
it
I
don't
come
really
across
bother
this
me.
video with this 15-year-old kid, and it explains what this Memecoin business is. I think you'll find this interesting.
Holy thanks for the 20 bandos.
He just clipped you 30K.
Yo.
However, in 2 hours, this 15-year-old cashes in about 60 grand. I'm like, what? And watch how he did. It's insane.
Nah, Ken. What the
This is Griffin. He's only 15 years old and he managed to steal over $60,000 in less than 2 hours. This isn't your typical story of theft. In fact, steal might not even be the right word to describe his actions. Griffin didn't break into a bank vault or hack into some system. Instead, he used a far more clever and sneaky approach, collecting the money through meme coins, one of the wildest and most chaotic parts of cryptocurrency, to pull off a plan so clever that it left investors furious and the internet in shock. What makes the story so wild isn't just the amount of money or how quickly he made it, it's the way he did it. Griffin created and launched meme coins, capitalizing on their unpredictable, hype-driven nature to manipulate the value and cash out big. But what's even crazier, he streamed the entire process live, laughing and celebrating as people rushed in to buy into his coins. The aftermath was nothing short of chaos. He was being called a scammer by furious investors who lost their money, and the crypto community even went as far as exposing his and his family's personal identity. This is the story of how a 15-year-old kid tricked the internet and walked away with over $60,000 in less than 2 hours.
Imagine being mugged off by a 15-year-old kid.
Well, that's what a lot of the comments say. Anyone that put into that deserves to lose everything they lost. He will literally, he does one. So I'm going to just skip on. And so he starts off by explaining how he starts investing $20 and gets rug pulled and loses all his money. So it shows how all his downs. And he's ended up at 15-year-old, he's lost $1,300 messing about with his stupid meme
based on the
coin.
viral Doge meme. Dogecoin remains the largest meme coin.
We realises at
at
some point there's a website that gets made.
Inspired an entire wave of dog
where you can make your own
making the
these
dog matter one
coins.
of the
And he
most
goes, oh, well,
popular
instead of
trends
getting
crypto.
robbed, I'll
Today,
just
5 of
make
the
my
10
own.
largest meme coins by market cap are dog-related. Payday keeps them coming back, convinced that the next coin will be the breakthrough. Griffin was no exception. Despite losing a substantial amount, he still believed that the wealth was just one lucky trade away, and he wasn't ready to give up. Motivated to start fresh, he created a new wallet. He transferred the few leftover coins he had, deposited more money, and started trading again. This time, he felt confident that his growing experience will make a difference. Over the next 4 months, Griffin continued his trading journey, believing he had cracked the code, but the results told a different story. While he did make some profitable trades, the losses far outweighed the wins. He celebrated small victories like earning $71 on one trade, but they were quickly overshadowed by losses as high as $164 and $121. In total, he deposited $1,900 into his second wallet and lost it all for the second time. By now, Griffin had lost $3,300 and reality was beginning to set in.
How does a
He started
15-year-old kid
questioning
get
everything.
access to
Was
nearly
making money with
$3.5 grand?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, he started off with $20. He started
Oh,
off
so
with
he's earned that trading.
Yeah.
Trading.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no, because didn't he just say he deposited?
Well,
That's
no,
what I
then
thought
he
I had.
And that his losses outpaced his wins. So, and seems to be consistent up to this point. So that money must have come from somewhere.
Yeah, they're up to all. So that's what we're blowing me away. The money that they're all trading online, that's moving around. They're all up to mad shit.
Coins even possible? Was the dream he had been sold just a scam from the very beginning?
Yeah, I don't know actually
This
where he's
whole
getting
time,
anything.
Griffin had been trading meme coins created and launched by other people. What he failed to realize was that these developers weren't creating these coins so investors like him could profit. They were launching them to make money for themselves. The developers behind these coins were taking advantage of people like Griffin. They would launch a coin, build hype around it, and once enough people had bought in and pumped the price up, they would rock the project, leaving everyone else stuck with worthless tokens while they walked away with all the profits. The space was filled with scammers, and as people grew
basically a
tired of
Ponzi
being
scheme.
constantly scammed,
Yeah, every
their
time.
interest in buying meme coins started to fade, causing the meme coin market to decline. This was around the time when PalmFund began
So
getting
this is the
popularity in the
website where
meme
you
coin
can set up
world.
your own
PalmFund
coin.
is a platform where anyone can trade or launch their own coin for just $3. Before PalmFund, creating and launching meme coins was both expensive and complicated. Ordinary investors had no way of making their own coins. Only a select few had the skills and resources to do so, and those individuals took.
It shows you what was going on, right? 2 years ago. It brings up live panels where they're all talking about this shit. It's absolutely crazy. They're all just trading all night long on these fucking memes.
Full advantage of the situation. They will create meme coins, attract investors who have no alternatives, and then scam them, either by controlling and dumping the token supply or draining the liquidity, leaving everyone else with worthless tokens. When PalmFund launched in January 2024, it was a game changer. Every coin created on the platform was 100% safe from traditional scams, because developers could no longer pool liquidity or manipulate the token supply after launching their coins. This gave investors a sense of security, allowing them to buy coins on PalmFund without the cost of fear of being scammed. That's what everyone believed, at least. On PalmFund, when you create a meme coin, you have the option to invest in it before launching it to the public. Developers quickly took advantage of this. While they couldn't directly manipulate the token supply or liquidity, they could still be the very first to buy their own coins. Being the very first investors allowed them to acquire massive amounts of tokens at incredibly low prices. Once others start buying
you're buying the coin
price, these developers
it's
will double
relatively
their
cheap
holdings
in relation to the currency that you're buying it in. So,
And
like,
it's letting you buy it before it goes on the
So-
market because you know it's
yeah.
coming.
So, as the
Bitcoin.
creator, you can buy the coin. Let's say, for argument's sake, you create 10,000
24
coins,
hours.
and you buy 5,000 of them at $50. Well,
Yeah.
that just means you've just bought like 5,000 coins at a penny or a cent a coin, right?
Yeah.
But then, because the coin that remains, the other 5,000 coins that remains have been purchased, had this investment in it. It gives the coin it looks like the coin has some value to it, and then other people start buying the coins, which drives the coins up. And then at what you think is the peak, you then sell your coins, you dump your coins, you convert it back into real currency. And
Well, I'd never do that, me. I'd hold on until there were a market cap of at least 10 million. You know what I mean?
because you've got such a massive stakeholder position. When you dump the coins then lose all their value and the coins collapse. But the only reason you only find out about that after you've sold your position. So it's kind of it's like
shit going on in the stock market, John, isn't it? It's what we've been going on in the stock market, same kind of thing.
I bought Bitcoin right at the very beginning.
Who you did, Angela?
Yeah, I did, yeah. But I bought it to actually buy things with online.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. But
you may have given away a £1 million fortune. You never know.
Honestly, so I think over the time I must have bought, I think it's like 2.3 Bitcoins over the, like, say, a year period. But I'd obviously I've got something like 0.0 something Bitcoin left. But it's crazy thinking about it. I could have just not had what I bought, which I should have.
I bet you bought some right old shit as well, didn't you, Angela? What did you buy? What did you buy with your Bitcoin? That's what we want to know.
Just a few things, you know.
Sweets? Did you buy sweets?
Pizza. Someone bought pizza.
Sweets, makeup, and pizza.
This is like 2000 and what was it, 14? I think it was. But so it was only like £200 for a Bitcoin back then as well, something like that.
Have you ever heard about the graffiti artist who bought when Facebook opened their first office, Zuckerberg invited a graffiti artist in to decorate the lobby or decorate their waiting room or something, and he offered him payment in either cash or shares in Facebook.
No.
And the guy took the shares in Facebook because basically it was like an afternoon.
Yeah.
And the guy's now like a multi-millionaire because he just took the shares in Facebook.
I thought you were going to say he took a few grand and went, nah, give me cash, mate. No. Yeah. Right, let's get back to you. So this point is like showing that you can set up a coin, get in early and buy them cheap, and then if other people buy them, the price of the coin is going to increase. So, for example, if I set up SX coin I set it up yesterday. This morning before I live, I went in and bought 50% of them, then started selling them. The 50% that I've bought are going to go up in value because the coin's value is increasing the more people buy them.
Yeah.
For massive profits, crushing the chart. Yet again, developers had found a way to scam people out of their money. Griffin was tired of losing out. Time and time again, he had fallen victim to developers who exploited hype to make themselves rich. The Memecoin space was filled with bad actors, and Griffin felt like finding a truly fair and honest project was impossible. But then, an idea sparked in his mind. What if I created my own coin? He thought. Not a scam, but a genuine project. Griffin believed that if he launched a coin and proved it wasn't a rug, people would trust it, the project could gain traction, and its market cap could potentially reach millions. For the first time, he saw an opportunity to change his role in the space. Griffin was no longer just a trader. He was ready to step into the world of Memecoin development.
$60 grand he's going to end up with.
Memecoin every day until it hits $1 billion in market cap. Here's my token, KidCoin, and it is currently sitting at a $115,000 market cap. I launched this coin because I lost all my money getting rug pulled and scammed in the Memecoin market, and I launched it with my last $20 in my Phantom wallet. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to tune in for day 2.
What you just saw there was Griffin documenting the creation of his first project, Kid on Solana. The plan for this project was simple. First, launch the coin. Use the leftover money to buy some of the token supply, convince people it's not a rug pull so they will start buying in, then, only after the coin hits $10 million market cap, take some profits out.
I'm basically just saving it till we hit 10 million market cap.
Wait, what you gonna do at 10 mil?
I'm gonna take some money out, maybe buy a couple things.
This is how we got people to buy the coin. So these live chats here that were going on, don't know where or what, they're all discussing Memecoin.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Is that X, is it?
Yeah.
So he went on multiple of these and give the story. I'm a kid, lost my money, fed up of losing. Oh, I'm going to try this kid coin. And he would just, he would just pop it around them all.
So when does it turn out that he's a 49-year-old Russian mobster who's using like a voice emulator or something?
Oh yeah, yeah, imagine. Yeah.
One thing you
Coin's value steadily declined, eventually
people started
dropping to a
abandoning their
market cap
position.
of $35,000. It was a significant.
Well, I was thinking about this. So at this point, people are just like, oh, it's stalling, it's stalling. I'm just going to take a small win.
Yeah,
That's not. Yeah, it's like it's stalling. Right, I'm not going to risk it. Fuck it, I'm out. Oh, it's going down. Oh, I'm out. And then eventually, it's just a knock-on effect of, oh, it's shit. And,
and the problem is because there's no actual commodity that backs it. Like once the coin collapses, because there's nothing actually there.
Well, what's behind it is that rise only. It's the attention, isn't it? It's the
So
it's that.
So the thing is, let's say for argument's sake, you're investing in like a precious metal or a housing or anything like that. Even if the value of the commodity falls shit, like drops to zero, you still have the actual commodity itself that can grow value at some point in the future and recover. Whereas if there's no value to it and the coin collapses, then that's it. It's gone. And if you're one of the people that's not sold the position, then you've just lost everything that you invested, and it's been divested amongst the people that did retract, that did sell their position out.
Well, it's like this was my coin. And you noticed, or someone put in here, oh, Jamie's just sold 10,000 coins. What would happen? People would sell their coins.
Well, people would then start selling their coins because what they.
Or I'd be there might be, if I tip people, I've got how many coins you got, what's it worth? You could see the dodgy deals, right? I could say, well, I'll guarantee your coins, don't worry, because I'm going to take it all.
Well, especially once you start seeing a precipitous drop in a coin's in a value of any commodity, then whilst commodities have peaks and troughs to them, a commodity that isn't backed by anything, if it drops catastrophically, then not a commodity even, that's even the wrong word to use. But the point is that when you see other people selling their position, if you're buying position, so when you buy any commodity, there's a broker's fee. So typically, if you're buying something like a precious metal, like gold or silver, then there's a broker's fee, for example. And in order for you to make your money back, all that product has to do is increase in value to offset the broker's fee. So if somebody is just a short-term investor, which most people are in these coins because they don't have any longevity to them, then if you start seeing a precipitous drop, then you will anticipate that that drop is going to keep going and you'll sell your position, which increases the speed of the drop. And anybody who's not paying attention or anybody who is burdened with an overabundance of hope keeps holding on. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're going to be sold, then they're being sold still, aren't they? Regardless whether it's a profit or a loss, they're still being sold. They're not just vanishing. So there's still going to be some level of value within it.
No. Well, value. Well, let's keep watching.
If it's being sold, then it's going to be sold
but
for
Griffin
something.
wasn't ready to give up on his project. Hoping to turn things around, he joined 4 different X spaces, passionately sharing his story and promoting his coin in an effort to draw more investors.
Let's let Kid on Solana chill.
90 seconds, Kid on Solana, and then we open it up and go for it.
Alright, so basically I'm the dev of Kid on Solana. I put my last 20 bucks into this, you know, I lost like all my money like degenning on Pump Fund, and basically I'm just here to be the best dev on Solana. I'm here to save Solana.
I'm here to save Solana, he said.
First time dev, how you doing today, brother?
Good, bro. I want to thank both y'all, Kid and Walter, for letting me get on the show. First, I kind of want to talk about how I got into, you know, crypto and meme coins. So basically, one of my friends introduced me to it. I used to resell sneakers with him, and then, yeah, he started doing this. I don't know how he found out about it. So that was probably like 3 or 4 months ago. And then I basically just started, I didn't really know how to trade, so I basically just started, you know, pouring all my money into, you know, like BS projects and whatnot, getting rugged all over, and basically just losing all my money, right? So then I needed to figure out like some way to, you know, make it back or just do something. And I basically had $20 left, and I was like, it, I'm gonna make a project. So I basically launched this coin with my last $20, and I've already 100x'd it, but you know, I'm still holding. I want to hold it till at least like 10-20 mil market cap.
That move turned out to be his best
That's
decision.
what I'm doing, maybe
People lost his
50 mil.
effort and wanted to help him succeed, leading to a wave of new investors. The coin's market cap bounced back, climbing from $85,000 to $340,000. But the hype didn't last long. Once it hit that peak, the momentum stalled, and the price began to fall again. Griffin tried everything to keep the project alive. He even put more of his own money into buying tokens to demonstrate his commitment, but nothing worked. 15 days after the coin launched, it hit a rock bottom at a market cap of just $8,000. Accepting defeat, Griffin finally sold all of his tokens for just $71. Not only did he fail to make money, but he also lost money in his own project. He had invested a total of $224 and walked away with only $71,
So
taking
he
away
ended
from
up losing.
$153. At this stage, Griffin was at a turning point. He had poured months of time and thousands of dollars into meme coins, only to see failure after failure. Thoughts of leaving crypto altogether started to enter his mind, but the idea of walking away empty-headed was something Griffin couldn't accept. He had lost so much, he couldn't just leave it all behind without a fight. That's why he decided to take a closer look at Kid on Solana. Maybe it was his mistakes that caused the coin to fail, and if he could figure out where he went wrong, there was a chance to improve and make things work next time. Looking back at the chart and his wallet transactions, Griffin noticed something he had completely missed. At the coin's all-time high, the tokens he had bought for just $17 were worth $2,200. That realization hit him like a lightning bolt. If he had sold at that peak, he could have made $2,183 in profit.
Which is just
Nearly
rug pulling.
130x
He's just learned the
investment.
lesson that he was
Griffin
scammed
began-
at before.
Yeah, he's like, well, I can still get scammed even when I own it. He's like, well, yeah, because you've got to act first. Yeah, he's like, right,
Yeah.
shit, let's do this
So-
again. But then he's going up the stakes because obviously the more you've got in it.
And to think, what if I had invested more? If he had put $100 instead of $17, he could have walked away with $13,000. It was like a wake-up call. Not only could he have made back everything he had lost, but he could have turned a massive profit. At that moment, his entire perspective on meme coins shifted. He no longer saw himself as the victim of a rigged system. Instead, he decided to play the same game that had been used against
Yeah,
him.
like-
If
exactly
developers
like I
could
just
profit
said.
by taking advantage of others, why couldn't he do the same? With that, Griffin made a new plan. He wasn't going to wait for a $10 million market cap this time. He was going to launch another coin and cash out as soon as the price pumped. On November 20th, he launched his second meme coin. Gen Z Quant. This time he had a new strategy. He bought $353 worth of tokens for himself, making sure he had a good amount before the price went up, and started live streaming on PumpFun to promote the coin and talk with viewers. His energy and way of connecting with his audience quickly got people's attention. Within minutes, the coin started gaining traction. Just 5 minutes after the launch, Gen Z Quant migrated to Radium, and in the next minute, it skyrocketed to almost $2 million market cap.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused.
Watching his balance grow to nearly $30,000, Griffin wasted no time and sold all of his tokens, walking away with a $29,586 profit.
Wow, yo, it's nuked. Why is it nuked?
Holy,
You full clip.
holy, thanks for the 20 bandos.
Yeah, he did.
Yo,
20 grand like that.
yo, what the? Nah, bro.
His reaction to the success went viral on X. Clips of Griffin celebrating as he cashed out spread across the platform, putting him on the spotlight. Griffin knew all the eyes were on him, and he wasn't about to stop. Just 7 minutes later, he launched another coin with a sarcastic name, I'm sorry, as if
7 minutes later,
the previous one. But his intentions hadn't changed. He followed the same plan, buying $353 worth of tokens, going live on PumpFun and waiting for the pump. Within 5 minutes, the coin reached a $500,000 market cap, and Griffin sold all of his tokens in a single transaction, securing a $12,000 profit. By now, Griffin had launched 2 coins in a span of just 15 minutes and racked them both, making a total profit of $42,000. Surely he was done by now, and people
the
would have learned a
apology
lesson,
coin, and he
right?
did it
Just 5
again.
minutes later, he launched yet another
What was it
coin.
called?
This time,
What-
named after
I'm
his dog,
sorry.
Lucy. Following his now familiar pattern, Griffin bought $353 worth of tokens, went live, this time with his dog by his side, and waited as the hype grew. The coin skyrocketed to $1 million market cap.
So this time he exploited his dog and called it his dog coin, and had picture of his dog on screen, cute dog.
And Griffin sold all of his tokens for a $19,576 profit. In a span of just 36 minutes, Griffin had launched 3 coins, rocked them all, and made $61,800 in pure profit. Meanwhile, the internet was going wild. Griffin's face was all over X, and everyone was furious, accusing him of scamming them. The backlash reached its peak when the crypto community decided to punish Griffin by buying Quant tokens to pump its value so that his tokens would have been worth a lot more, to make him regret his choice. 20 minutes after Griffin sold all of his holdings, the coin reached a market cap of $15 million, and if Griffin had held on and didn't sell, his tokens would have been worth $76,000. Realizing the missed opportunity, Griffin decided to try again. He launched his 5th coin, once again calling it Gen Z Quant. He bought $235 worth of tokens and went live on PumpFun, this time $645 profit. In less than 2 hours, Griffin had nearly made a total of $64,000 from his coins. To put that into perspective, less than 1% of people in the early 20s earned that kind of money in an entire year, and Griffin managed to pull that off in under 2 hours. Not only had he made back all the money he had previously lost, but now he had more than enough to buy the car he had been dreaming about. This wasn't just a win, it was the kind of moment most people could only dream of. But the story didn't end there. The first coin he racked became the center of attention on X, and just 3 hours after Griffin sold all of his tokens, the coin's market cap skyrocketed to an all-time high of $83 million. If Griffin hadn't sold his tokens, they would have been worth $4.2 million. Of course, the reality was more complicated. The coin probably wouldn't have reached such heights if Griffin had livestreamed the rug pull, flipped the camera, and ended the livestream in the dramatic and chaotic way he did. That moment of craziness turned Quant into a meme, and the crypto community ran with it, popping the coin as a joke to make Griffin regret selling too early. Like most meme coins though, the hype didn't last forever. 8 days later, the coin's market cap had plummeted to just $1 million. As the excitement faded and investors moved on,
Yeah.
this wild chain of events raises a
it's
key
like,
question. Why do people put their money into risky meme coins like these? And why did they continue buying Griffin's tokens even after he
It's same
repeatedly
as what
racked
happened
them?
with
The answer
GameStop.
lies in meme
if you
coin
remember that.
culture. These coins are like Bitcoin or Ethereum.
GameStop, what, selling games?
No, so GameStop
Oh,
is
the stock,
so if you remember, like there's a hedge fund that tried to short the GameStop position, and then the gaming community went fuck you, and they, despite the fact that the hedge fund was trying to drive down the GameStop position, drive down the price by selling shares that they previously bought at a high. What the gaming community, because they didn't like part of their culture being fucked with, decided to push back, and they essentially grouped together, and then they all got fucked over reciprocally because the trading platform Robinhood decided to pause trading on GameStop shares, but they were still allowing hedge funds to sell their positions.
So dirty, but
it was a really dirty thing to do. Yeah,
that is something that if they were legislated though today would be protected against. You know, like they'd call it some like internet hysteria or something. You know, they'd legislate against it. That's what they do.
Well. There's some dodgy fuckers on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's about the story. It ends really. He gets 60 grand and dips.
It's all like you. I won't invest in anything that isn't an actual commodity.
Oh well, I'll write you off the index coin list then. Right.
Yeah, no, I don't. I have a rudimentary understanding of cryptocurrency, but it depends. Like there are some cryptocurrencies that are backed by commodities that track their value based on a commodity, which gives them a degree of predictability, as opposed to just like hype.
Numbers on a screen, John. That's all it is.
Well, 60 grand in his bank.
Yeah. Did he keep that money?
Yeah.
Okay. But
yeah.
he won't be able to do that again, will he? Because everyone's on.
Bite my NFT, John. No, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the clips though, didn't you, Gaspar? I just played the videos of him on screen giving thumbs up. You saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see this as it was happening. Like, again, it could be just.
Well, I think they're 10 a penny. I don't think it's uncommon that is what we're going on every night, probably, because you know they were like water off. What did he say? It's been done, and that it were like as if it were just what's been going on in that world, in that space, unregulated. Kids involved. Kids on panels, meme coins.
Madness.
Bizarre. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when the kid's walking around with 60 grand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. If you're skint, it's a fortune. Do you know what I mean?
Given how much he churned into it, I suppose the thing that I find odd with that video is the claim was that he made 60 grand in
2 hours.
However many hours. But that's not assuming the story is true. That's not how long it took him to make the 60 grand. Like his investments, whilst those individual coins, may well have rocketed up in value. The whole story is that this took him months. Like he spent months being mugged off.
He were in that scene for 8 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so it's 60 grand over 8 months. But also he spent 4-ish grand having that money like conned out of him before, until he eventually just decided to do what other people had been doing to him.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing special about that.
No, it's just these young age, and a kid of that age having, what did you say, 4 grand he'd lost?
Yeah.
Having 4, even it is dollars, but it's still 4 grand.
It's $4,000. What's that? It's 3,500, 3,600 quid, something like that.
Yeah.
No, about 3,200. No, what's the exchange rate?
I've seen another story here of a 13-year-old who did it and cashed in 30 grand. A 13-year-old set up one of them coins.
Oh,
24.
That's surprising. That's lower than I thought it was going to be. So it's $2,973. It's $4,000 is £2,973.
What about Trump tariffs? Wouldn't that fucking push it up a bit? I'm only joking, by the way.
And then it's another story. I don't know if this is true. Apparently, in retaliation, the kid that got doxxed for taking the 30 grand had his dog kidnapped.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I realise I just laughed out loud at that, but nobody should be threatened. Like at the end of the day, he's still a kid. He's still like a 14, 15-year-old kid. He's just perpetually on the internet.
What about poor dog?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fuck the money. The dog. Yeah. Fucking poor dog being kidnapped, man.
Now they were doing it for 30 grand, but this story's here of people doing it in the 48 millions. You see, so there's the top pack as well at it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's the internet, isn't it? It's just wild. You get wild people on it.
yeah, and I don't know how UK gas pipe were struggling to find any verification on this story because there's news stories just littered all over the internet on it, all over, with also many other examples. It's just all over. Multiple YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'll stick to monetizing things that are tangible.
Yeah.
What time's this quiz tonight, Jamie? Is it 7:30? Jamie.
Reese's live set up for 8 o'clock.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry. Just.
People love a quiz.
It's a bit of a.
And a young laugh, he says, what? Says, how many states in America? I was laughing about that after. It made me tickle me.
Yeah. Not for long time.
Have you ever seen those, like some of those shorts that you see on the internet occasionally, where they're asking people questions that should be bleeding obvious, but the thing it's weird is in the vast majority of circumstances, it's asking Americans about the rest of the world, and they're just totally oblivious.
Yeah, they don't.
Like you ask them how many continents there are, or like name 3 countries, and
best to avoid those questions.
but they start naming states. And you're like,
no, what it is, they name 3 continents, and they even get that wrong.
Florida.
Yeah.
There are people like myself that do often get confused by just small things like that, just to make you aware.
You get caught off guard in it and put on spot,
Absolutely.
and then you say something ridiculous. Yeah, that's easy done.
That's easy to get confused over.
But Angela, if I asked you to name 3 countries, you wouldn't start naming American states. It's not like you'd start naming counties in the UK, which is the equivalent, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Good. I'd try it. Give her a...
What countries? Germany, England, and France. Spot like that. I was thinking, hey, what? What's going on here? Not difficult, obviously, but yeah.
So, what was the one I saw? It's which country is the Panama Canal in?
Panama.
Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba. I don't know. Panama goes back. I don't know. Cuba.
What town does the Vicar of Dibley? What town does the Vicar of Dibley live in?
But that's kind of like asking that. The answer's in the question.
Dibley. Okay.
Panama. What was the other one? Like, in which country did the Egyptians build the pyramids?
Oh, wait, I thought it was real then. God.
Yeah, always comical.
I thought I was doing so well as well. I thought you were taking the piss. Whoops. Never mind. My bad.
Spell parallelogram. The one I used
to the best, sometimes it's funny. It's so funny.
The one the words I always used to struggle to spell were things like necessary. It's like where it's potentially interchangeable C's and S's, and there's double S's, or is it a double C or is it a single C, or like it just breaks your brain really. You just have to do it from memory. There's no schema that you can follow.
Oh, Zara's on it. Accountant
Yeah,
in the chat.
two S's, isn't it?
Did you know Zara were an accountant?
No.
Yeah. I also know that
Around the calculator, does Zara?
that her second name isn't what was mentioned.
What?
Oh, when the phone call with me, sorry, yeah, it's just between. I'm going to shut up and we're going to just. When someone tried to phone up to see if it was her or not, and she was really an accountant, they completely fucked themselves up.
Oh, fucking, who cares, man?
Yeah, what a load of old shit. Fuck's sake. Fucking, some people are fucking crackers on here, man.
Isn't it though? It's
Fucking hell. Fucking
like,
madness.
They're representing them with B. Representing B.
Well, it's funny, Zara. I don't exactly know how much work my accountant does, to be honest with you, because like with the AI that skims my emails and pulls all the receipts down and just does it all for you. Yeah, I think accountants are going to be out of jobs with AI pretty damn quick,
soon.
to be honest.
Yeah. That's what they said years ago. All the white collar jobs, safe jobs would be going. They said this 20 years ago, I think, didn't they? Things like,
Well, it's even jobs where you wouldn't expect it. So, like radiologists that do all the interpretation of the imaging from things like MRI, CT scans, and stuff like that. They've started using AI software which can reliably detect things like cancers and stuff like that well in advance of when a human would be able to, just using statistical modeling. Looking at things like SUV uptake on PET CT scans and stuff. But I mean, I've been out of the industry for 10 years, and they were looking at this when I was in it. So I'm absolutely sure that it's come leaps and bounds until now, up until now, but since then till now. The problem is that the only thing that really these industries have on their side is that people distrust AI. They distrust computers. Like you could go and have your MRI scan or your PET CT, and you could just have the computer read out a diagnosis to you. And like, despite the fact that the AI is going to objectively give you a more accurate diagnosis, people are less inclined to trust it than if they were given the diagnosis by a person. And it's the same with driverless vehicles. Like people are very uncomfortable being in a driverless vehicle if they don't have the ability to override the vehicle.
Well, we're planning to do in London. They've got Waymos now. I think they're in the end of this year, and I want to do a live stream in one of these driverless cabs. I've seen them. They're out on the streets. I've seen them. They got a big disc. They're white. They got a big disc.
CCTV, aren't they? You're monitored whilst you're in them.
Yeah.
So someone's actually watching you.
Oh, I used to have a sign in my cab saying you're being filmed.
Like if you haven't got your seatbelt on, and if you take your seatbelt off, it'll come on and say, they'll tell you, get your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
I did not, Rob. No. Rob says in China, all the cars stopped at once. All the AI cars.
Okay.
John, have you ever had people trying to bonk in your cab?
Yes. Yeah. I had to chuck 2 out once. We hadn't even moved off the rank, and they were fucking at it.
I mean, there's no need to call them rank just because, like.
No, that's you.
No, I know.
They were pretty rank for doing that in the back of a cab with no.
What's the biggest tip you've ever had, John?
No to call
I think I got 50 quid for a £5 job off Donaire once. Do you remember that bird, Donaire?
Yeah, I do.
Donaire.
Donaire,
I'm glad John gave a monetary value there. I thought we were still talking about bonking for a minute.
I was going to say, that's what gave it to my answers.
No, it was a terrible joke about the biggest tip that John I've ever had. That was the
Yeah.
uh,
yeah. I've had people leave wallets in the
lovely.
back, but I did give them back.
Yeah.
One had about 300 quid in it. That was like, wow, look at that.
Look at that.
I could go home. I thought I could go home. I just started, but I took it back. You
Yeah.
know
What
I mean?
famous people have you met? Any other famous faces?
Oh, what in Mob Cat? Oh, yeah. Few football players over the years. Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch. Yeah.
Uh,
in touching roof.
yeah.
Crouch is a funny lad. Did you ever see that
Yeah.
interview where he was asked, "What would you be if you weren't a footballer?"
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
paused and stopped and he went, "Probably a virgin."
Yeah.
Dear.
Karl-Heinz Riedler. He used to play for Lazio. He was at Fulham for a bit. They had a few actors.
Oh, he's the thing, yeah.
Graham Norton. He got him once. Yeah. Do you know what I said to him?
What?
Fuck all, because I didn't want to speak to him. Paul Merton, comedian. Moira Stewart. A few others that are not so famous no more. But they're just another fare. It was all on account anyway. You know what I mean? Most of them
All
quite
about the
nice.
money.
Yeah, just churning money,
Well,
mate.
if
You know what I mean?
Graham Norton got in like my cab, or if I was driving a cab, you'd just pretend not to know him and ask him like stupid questions. Like Graham Norton, like, "Oh, how's the missus?" You know. Just
Oh
ask
yeah,
him stuff like
I did have a Rangers football player called Barry Ferguson get in once, and I clocked him straight away. I knew who he was, and all the way I was taking him to Heathrow Airport, and I was just talking about Celtic players. So I kept saying, "You're a Celtic football player, aren't you, mate?" And he was like basically telling me to shut up in the end because I just didn't stop with the Celtic jokes. Not that I give a shit about Celtic or Rangers, though. You know what I mean?
it'd be like having an Arsenal player get in your cab and just wax lyrical about how well Spurs are doing this season the whole time.
Yeah. Well, they ain't. They never do. They're going
Well,
down.
yeah, I know. They never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. 1 second, my son's just charged in.
Good.
Yeah, good. We've got a guest coming on.
No, he wasn't funny. Graham Norton, he was a miserable person.
Fucking sick of it.
Oh.
Sorry, guys,
Graham,
I've got to go.
Can you,
My son's just telling me that my wife has just cut her hand on one of my kitchen knives, so I've got to go and deal with this.
So you got to go.
Respect, mate. In a bit, John.
See you, John.
Roy, can you trump any of these names?
Yeah, well, who have I met, man? I met Pink Floyd when I was 7.
Yeah, you've already won, but yeah, Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I've already won that one. Paul McCartney.
Wow, that's another one.
When I was 9, basically, her mum used to babysit us. My mum worked in Chrysler Studios in Oxford Street. Regent Street, Oxford Street, and in the summer there was no daycare or anything, so we got taken there, and that's when I first met Stella McCartney. We was all about the same age, at 8 or 9, 7, 8, 9 or whatever. And then we used to play the pinball machines and have a chocolate bar. You know, one time there was 4 of us in there, right? And Stella's asked her mum for a Mars bar, and they had like a machine, you know, like a dispensing machine. And we thought we was all going to get a Mars bar each, right? And she bought 1 Mars bar and cut it all into bits, and we had to share it. But that'll tell you how clever she was, you know, and God rest her soul. She was a lovely girl, man, lovely lady, man. But George Martin, he owned the studio. I met him. He took me into the spaceship when I was about 8, 9 years old.
I've met the Queen, so I can trump you.
I've met the Queen as well. I met the Queen when I was about 6. Yeah, Covent Garden Market, when it was opened up in the 70s. Our school was right beside our primary school. There was just a wall separating
Dana
us.
White. I've met Dana White. That's not
Who's
bad.
he? Dana White. Who the fuck's Dana White when he's at home?
Oh, well, if you don't
Is
know,
he a
you don't know.
ballerina in
No.
in the UFC or something? I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, Dana
Rampage
White's all right.
met him. Yeah.
You know what? He spunked about 20 million in one night gambling. You know, he's a gambler. He
I know.
spends millions and millions. Unbelievable. Crazy guy. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you grow up in London, you do get to meet, you see people, you know, you see them all the time.
Princess Anne, have you met her? I've met her.
I've not met her, but I've been up close to her.
Oh.
I had a quick sniff and it weren't my type. I thought, fuck that. I was only 10. But I've gone to like functions where all the royals have been at, you know, over the years, growing up as a kid and what have you.
Best lefty. What was
So,
the best lefty? Oh,
the
I've
best
met
lefty.
George Galloway. Yeah.
Oh, I met George.
Yeah. Yeah, you've never been on a bus though. You've never been on a bus with George Galloway, have you?
That was just
No.
the
You
best
know what I
thing
mean?
I was on a
And
bus
chatted with
with Putin once. Do you see that short I done? The geezer got on a bus. He was a midget. He was a tiny guy.
Oh, God.
And he was a dead ringer for fucking Putin. It's on one of my shorts, and I was laughing. I couldn't. I had to record him. He was a dead ringer, same hair, same everything, but he was about 4'3" or something. Yeah, you mean when he talks to me.
Sorry. No,
Yeah.
Jamie did good, didn't you, with George?
Funny that.
It was very funny.
He's very quick-witted. I mean, I remember when he went to Congress to give evidence, and I was very impressed with his articulate display. That was about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when he got pulled up to give evidence, and he smashed it.
On the American thing. So if you've never watched it before, search George Galloway at the American.
Oh man,
there you go. Wild.
And he did it very well, man. He held himself. I mean, I don't agree with him because of obviously his political point, but you know, very articulate man, very clever man. You know, very smart. Not as smart as me, man, but anyway, you can't.
Oh no, you wonder he hadn't recruited you for advice.
No, well, he did, but I turned him down. I said, "Nah, I'm busy, mate. Fucking, I'm going down the pub." I said, "Well, that's John's fault. I blame John for that." Yeah, we never had an Admiralty this weekend. Fucking hell, devastated.
Nah, busy, mate. Busy, mate. Busy. Just got shit to
Takings are
do.
down then. Fucking hell, I bet they noticed.
Oh, they fucking did, man. They dropped like 10% on the index list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told them they could open up my private terrace out the front for other customers this weekend.
Yeah.
So I just thought,
Which
I
is nice.
did give them the heads up. Yeah, I just thought I'd let the other people share.
Have a go, yeah.
Yeah, have a go, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean?
Did you tell them not to get too comfortable?
Oh yeah, we'll be back. Don't worry about that. Yeah, once the warm weather comes, I want the geezer with standing there with the rope and you know.
VIP only. Oh yes, Roy John, yes, come in, sir. Get out of there, come on.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
I've got my private security there. You know what I mean? With
private security, we've got all that shit. It's lovely, man.
Yeah, everyone's welcome.
They actually love us there. They treat us like kings in there, man. They really do.
Yeah.
And they let us get away with murder, for fuck's sake. We got caught. Remember we got caught with the brandy, right? It's fucking 10 quid a shot, right? For the brandy.
10 quid a shot. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Weatherspoons you can go to.
Fuck Weatherspoons, mate. Fuck Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons is just
that's
the
where you
biggest
get monks
shit
and all that shit wandering about. You get a monk, you bump into a monk, it's all over.
Mate, Weatherspoons are the worst places in the world. I've been in there about 2 times, never going in again. Fuck them places.
I mean, it seems a bit steep, 10 quid if you fancy a bit of a whiskey chaser.
No, they're about 6 quid. They're about 6 quid.
No, £8, £8.50. Depends what one. Depends what brandy you get.
That's what you should be auditing.
What's that?
£8 shots. Audit that.
£8
We do. We audit it and then we drink it.
No.
But anyway,
I find that it's a successful audit. Yeah,
so we spent about 100 quid in there. So we like, fuck it, we got to bring a bottle each, just a little hip glass, you know, to top up.
Say same. What if but why don't you go next level and take a litre, put it on in full show on deck on table, and say no, it's in protest to the £8 shots. Unlucky. See what
well, nah, we got caught. You got caught banker rights, right? You should have just gone behind the bar and got some ice and just go, can I just have some ice? And then just poured the bottle in front of them. It was that late. I think we were well pissed. I think we just couldn't be bothered to go to the bar anymore. There was no service personnel, you know what I mean, to do it for us.
But he was all right. He goes, oh, I can't let you do that. He goes,
mate, I know. Because
we'll finish it in a minute. It'll be gone in a minute.
We're gone anyway, you know. Yeah. How much money have we spent in here, mate?
Oh, fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. A mortgage, mate. Absolute mortgage, man. But I've enjoyed every minute I've spent in there. I've enjoyed it. I swear. I went in there for the first time. First time I went in there I was 5 years old with my dad, and he took me on a little tour of Whitehall and showed me. I thought you
built it, Roy.
No, that's before I built it.
The design and build team.
Yeah, that's awful.
Didn't you have a hand in
building? Should people on the bennies be paying £4 to get into the Tower of London while everyone else pays 20?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it gives them a day out. You know what? A family on a fucking minimum income like that, with like 2 or 3 kids, that could be a day out for them. £4 a pop. You know, it's gonna
20 quid.
and they're learning a bit of culture about where they live and everything. You know, I love that. My dad used to take me out. My dad took me to Speaker's Corner when I was about 7 or 8, and I saw what's his name? Oh, that conservative
George Best.
No, the grey guy. What's his name? He was completely grey. What's his name?
John Major.
John Major, that's it. And he was actually standing on a soapbox, shouting out all these shit, and everyone was around him watching him. This is before he could become like famous or whatever. He's probably an MP at some point or a constituent or something. I don't know what he was. But years later, I remember seeing him like rise up to Prime Minister, and I'm like, fuck me, I remember that cunt. He looks exactly the same as he did all them 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's not like it was Speaker's Corner, boy. I'm telling you.
Hey.
I took John up there for the experience.
Have you ever stood on a soapbox? Have you ever done it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
He don't need no soapbox.
I don't need no fucking soapbox. I've got interweb.
You got fucking.
I would like to do it. I mean, I think it's. I mean, it is a challenge to get up and say something and have a debate with somebody. I mean, I've had debates 1-to-ones, but they always turn into an argument, especially if they're.
It's mental up there, Roy. They're fucking off their heads, mate.
Crazy, man.
They're fucking off their heads, the people up there, mate. It's just a fucking collection of fucking.
And you don't know when it's gonna go like Hatun. You know what happened to Hatun?
Yeah. But it's just
the arrest in Manchester, Roy. What do you think about what's going on there?
Oh, mate, that is just diabolical. And so, I think when I looked at some of the videos, I'm like, well, you fucked up there, bro. You know, you're shouting and swearing at the old bill. You're giving it Jack the Biscuit, and there's going to be, consequences because they're going to look back at it and they're going to go over it and they're going to nicking for that, public order. I don't know what they've been charged with at the moment, but it's not just that. It's not just that. It's other YouTubers phoning up the old bill on other YouTubers. That's the one that pisses me off more than anything.
Has it got dirty like that? Has it?
Well, I mean, people are getting reported, aren't they? And people are getting held accountable for allegations yet to be summarised in a court, but without mentioning too many names. This is going on, and it's outrageous behaviour. You know, and why are you doing that? We're meant to be a community, whether you agree with me or not. or I agree with you or not, we're still a community. You shouldn't be fucking looking for something that I've done, and I shouldn't be looking for something that you've done accidentally or had an argument at an event, and then pinpointing it all on you. Hang on, we was both there to record and document the same thing, and now you're having a pop at me because I had a pop at someone else, and that's the highlight of your audit. Give me a break. Sick of it.
Sick of it.
Fucking sick of it. But look, people need to just chill out a little bit. I think, don't get too excited about it. Do what you got to do. If you get lucky and you get a good shot, then good luck to you. Sell it, make some money, all be good. But don't go harvesting fucking content, man. I think that's the lowest of the low. That does my head in, man.
Yeah.
What happens, man? People love drama, Roy, and
yeah,
drama sells, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
the
understand
simple
that.
fucking.
Fair enough. You want to play that game, play it.
You want to play them fucking games? Crack on.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
No.
So true.
Leave me alone. Fuck off. And then you do what you do, and I'll do what I do.
I think after the arrest, you might see it calm down a lot now, because I think a lot of people might be dipping. Watch.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that pans out, to be honest with you. It'd be very interesting to see how that, how people will react. Will it bother some people? Probably not. But it did get a bit silly, around the Epping times. People were just jumping on the bandwagon and making
setting fireworks,
kind of comedy shit out of it. Yeah, it's a weird one, man. I think what we're going to be expecting now in this summer, there will be civil unrest. I don't think there'll be a civil war. I mean, that's really pushing the boat out.
We'll allow that to happen. People will be arrested at the first
yeah.
sign.
For a civil war, you've got to have two lots of people against each other, haven't you? It's not just one against the government.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the rhetoric that's being banded out there is civil war. It's not. It's civil unrest. There will be civil unrest this year. That's a guarantee. We're seeing it up and down the country at the moment. Look at Ireland. That is civil unrest. And we're in the 5th day now. And they're not backing down. And the Gardaí are Marxist commies. They work for the Sinn Féin.
Country down,
they work for Sinn Féin, and they're fucking, what they've done is outrageous, man. And you got to remember, they're all culties. Culties are like southerners, right? Like country people. And they hate the Dubliners. That's why they are policing in Dublin, because they fucking we hate each other. So they're going to enforce the discipline that they're expected to enforce with a little bit more on top. It's always been like that since I was a kid. And you're seeing that reaction now. You're seeing how fucking horrible they're being to the locals. It's outrageous. Fucking gassing 60-year-old fucking men and women. What? Fierce gassing them because they're standing there. They're not throwing things or anything. They're just standing there protesting, and they just pull them out. Outrageous behaviour. The Gardaí can go fuck themselves. Scumbags.
So, can I just ask them, this petrol thing at the moment over there?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. What's happening?
Well, they're pricing them out. So, all right, you say like you're John, you got a cab, and you're spending just roughly, just for hypothetical, £100 a week is going on your fuel. You're earning £200 a week, right? So you're earning £300 a week. So £100 goes on fuel, and £100 goes on your food and everything, and you got £100 maybe to save or spend or whatever. So what's happening now is you go out, you earn 300 quid, and you're paying 295 quid for your fuel.
Okay.
So you got to park up. You got to just park up and leave it. What are you going to do? You can't afford to run it. It's not being financially generous to your fucking income, because you're basically, it's costing you money to go out and work, and you're not making a profit. Who does that? Nobody.
I found out about this yesterday.
Charities don't even behave that way.
I only knew this was happening yesterday. I didn't know anything about it before then. But why don't who are they trying to blame them? I don't get it, because if they're stopping I don't get what's going on. It's really confusing, because it's not this country's fault that it's so high, is it, at the moment?
No. Well, they're just going to be fucked anyway.
They're being
Irish.
fucked left, right, and centre.
Well,
You know what I mean?
why don't they reduce all the excessive tax that they put on it then to give a bit of relief?
Well, why don't they? Exactly. Why don't they do that? Look at Mundami in New York. Rents have gone to $5,000 for a little tiny fucking like a prison cell, 12-foot by 12-foot room, $5,000 a month. What? And now he wants to tax white people because they're earning around 200 grand a year, and black people allegedly, and for his words, their main income is about 20 grand a year. So we've got to tax the white people to subsidize the black people, and he's turned it into a race thing. I think he's going to get kicked out because of that.
Yeah.
The lawyers are on him now. Everyone's on his case. He's been like absolutely racist in his in everything he said. Everything that he ran on, like the free buses and the free travel and all that, he said, "No, I can't do it." Of course, you can't do it because he was never going to do it. But it got him the vote. I'm going to give you free this. I'm going to open up shopping centres where they're government owned, not shopping centres, but like grocery stores. So
And
you
it's
don't
all
have to
free.
pay a profit.
It's all
It's
free.
fucking insane, man.
Yeah, and the government, the government knows what you're getting. That's mad, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
you don't
listen,
want the government to know what they're
governments
getting.
around the world are like mafia, okay? Like the EU and all that shit. They're like a mafia, and they're in it for themselves. They don't give a shit about the people. They really don't. And you might get one or two guys that might stand up and shout and on behalf of them, but they'll get fucking taken out of the game, mate. Completely taken out of the game.
Is that what you think might happen with Rupert? They'll just corrupt.
I think with Rupert, it's a different thing. Like I've told you what I think.
It's different for Rupert. For Rupert. Well, Farage, it happened with him, didn't it? He got the. He's like they tell him the rules. This is how you're going to play, Nigel. This is how it is, mate.
Yeah, and he's sucked up to it, whereas Rupert Lowe hasn't as yet.
Not
So
yet. It's only just started.
yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, but this is what my information was, that he was going to wait until the end of 26 to announce restore, but because of what happened with Starmer and all the shit he was getting on, this is what my information, that they was going to say, right, Starmer, because he's uniparty, just like Farage or Mirage as I like to call him, they're uniparty. They're all uniparty people, right? It's the same old shit, different day. And they've said to Starmer, you're going to have to step down. We want reform to go in a coalition with the Green Party, keep all the Muslim voters happy, right? This all makes sense. So what was going to happen then? Rupert Lowe was then, once he'd mustered, like we all got this right wing breakaway thing, you know, UKIP here, fucking this, that, and the other. So now he's got the momentum. Then he's going to announce that, look, I'm going to retake the Conservative Party. If you look at Restore, it's blue and white. Their emblem is blue and white, exactly like the Conservatives. He's always been a Conservative, right? So he's going to now take up the role of leader of the Conservative Party. Now that he's got rid of all the Uniparty members that were in the Conservative, have now jumped over to Reform. He's emptied out the fucking closet, you know? So he moves in now, he takes over, because you got to remember this, right?
The Conservative Party know about this.
In politics, it's just like in anything. Branding is the most important thing. Now, the Labour and Conservative are the Pepsi and the Coca-Cola of the political world, right? Now, we can say, Conservatives are never going to go anywhere. It's about branding. Branding is a very important thing, believe me, because you're going to get a massive part of the population who not that quite clever, who are going to always vote Conservative and they're always going to vote Labour. You see what I mean? So if you can penetrate the infrastructure with a different policy and gather all that support from different people, because even Nick Tanconi said straight away, yeah, I'll grab a fucking seat and I'll jump in there and get 140 grand a year. I'll get rid of UKIP and I'll jump onto Restore, no problem. Because they're career politicians, isn't they? Most of them are all career politicians. So.
Some recent political information coming in. We've had another Green victory, apparently.
Where? Coming true. Everything that I said is coming true, bro. Watch what happens.
Wow.
I think Reform have done badly, haven't they? I mean, in the councils that they did take, they've not done that, not coming out to be showing to be good. That running them. My English was awful there. Pardon?
Well, he's appeasing the Muslim vote. He came out and said years ago. He said this long time ago. That's why I never trusted him. He's not the person you think he is. He's a
So
scarlet.
is Rupert appeasing the? I mean, what would be the opposite of then? Who's doing the opposite of that? Because I don't think it's that specific.
Rupert, though, he's doing the opposite of that. He's not appeasing. He wants
Why is
re-migration.
that
He's hardcore.
How is
right
it
wing.
good? I don't know. Nobody's not though. Is he? He's appealing. He's appealing to everyone. He says British people first. He doesn't talk about race.
No, yeah, exactly. He's saying British people first. So whatever way you want to perceive it, everyone's going to call him a racist and a white supremacist. That comes with the territory, right?
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think that's going to happen. What you're saying, Roy. I think people that vote Tory, in the past anyway, have voted Tory for the purpose of because that's what they fundamentally believe about.
Well, they've always done it. Like Labour. You know what happened with Labour, right? The Muslim vote.
Roy, I just want to bring a guest on. Monday, is that you?
Hello.
Hello. It's you. Oh, you did that last night, though, you see. So this could, it doesn't help me because it could be a recording. Can we have another hello?
You want another hello? Let's have another one.
Hello, motherfucker.
That'll do. Thank you.
I've got to jump off. I've got a call coming in.
Cheers,
man.
John.
I'm jumping. Cheers.
All right, later, John. See you later.
Cheers, man, brother.
John, you back?
Yeah, sorry about that. It looked like I thought I'd left, but my phone, it looked like I was still connected, and I through my Google account, I didn't know what the hell was going on there. So I've just come back to make sure that I've. No, I can't. I've my.
All right.
wife
I'm
is-
to make sure you've gone.
Yeah, if you can.
Get out of here. Right.
Well, he ain't coming back now, is he? Now he's been kicked. That's it.
I'm sick of it.
I agree with what Roy's saying. I agree pretty much 100% what he's been saying. I think there are other aspects that enhance it as well. I don't know about the civil unrest, but the European Parliament and the Council of the European Union at the back end of March voted in mass deportations.
Did you see them all clapping when they talked about it? The whole lot of them were clapping.
Yeah,
all the countries were saying, "Yeah, we all want it. We're all on board now." Whereas before they wasn't. They are now.
So I think we're going to see a big change over the next couple of years, especially in media and in all of the governments. I don't know how quickly our government will do it, but Shabana Mahmood is particularly an interesting Home Office minister from this government. She's a bit weird. She says the things that are really quite sound good, but I'm not sure they actually do.
That's the rouge, man. That's the rouge. She's playing a game. They're all playing a game.
That's true. I think that's true, Roy. I think that's true. But yeah, the first part of the preamble for the European Union is the Union, in constituting an area of freedom, security and justice, should have an effective common policy on the return of third country nationals with no right to stay in or enter the Union.
Yep.
It's a key component of a credible migration management system.
Shall we join it again then?
No, what I'm not saying this is get back into the EU. This is generally a change that is going on across Europe. We have got in Spain, we've got Vox. In France, we've got Le Pen. In Germany, we've got AfD. In Holland, we've got Geert Wilders.
Yeah.
Across everywhere.
Yeah.
There is a big push from the people, and they are finally noticing in the European Parliament, actually, the people are right. It's fucking them over.
They're rising up. And if you don't want civil war, then you've got to listen to the people. If you don't listen to the people, you will get a civil war. And it will break out in Europe. It will break out in parts of Europe. And look, Ireland is a barometer at the moment. The unrest, what's going on over there is, the Ireland is so stuck into the EU, it's so like wrapped up in it that they can't back down. I mean, Sinn Féin have completely fucked it, in Ireland, and everyone is against them. Even you got Catholics and Protestants getting together in Northern Ireland for the first time in fucking forever.
I won't say it's the first time. It's not unusual. There's been a lot of that, right?
Not really in our lives, though.
We're seeing more and more of them collaborating and coming together. You know, as
oh yeah, I get you mean unifying on a bigger issue.
Yeah. No. And I find that is amazing. You know, I grew up in the 70s in Ireland, and I saw some fucking crazy shit growing up as a kid, and things that most people don't get to see, and it does worry you because when you like members of your family getting killed for no reason because they're in the Irish Army or
I think this is a call out to you, Roy, regards the Muslim vote, where it was the Kent Council that took the seat from the Reform, and I think you're being called out for it not having a large Muslim vote in the Kent constituency.
I thought it was just one councillor, wasn't it? As opposed to a council.
Derbyshire's Reform.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's
it is interesting. It is interesting that Greens took over in Kent, a council seat, and it's like, okay, I thought it was just Gorton and Denton and that type of environment, but we're now getting evidence of this is bigger, this is stronger, this is much more dangerous.
I've seen it when you look at the predictions and the polls, the Greens were in the lead and tying it on other. They're up there. They're making extra.
Exactly.
People are sick of it. They're sick of the same old. And why not? I mean, this could be something very radical, very different. If we want something different. But
it's not that different. It's not that different. It's much more and more and more of the same, just more radical. Just more radical of the same.
Why are people rallying around them? What? Because it's not the Muslim vote like we keep hearing. I mean, that the Muslim vote is like, what are people? Why are people rallying around the Green Party?
Because of how they are playing the frame of capitalism and democracy has led to the elites controlling absolutely everything. They're just making more and more money, and all the people have either got no jobs, or if they've got a job, they're paying everything out in tax. So the wealthy have to pay. The wealthy have to pay. So I understand that argument.
Is it that if they do this like green, they know it really hurts some people a lot in politics. It's like, take that, how about that? And
it's going to hurt everybody.
Well. Yeah,
it's going to hurt everyone, Jamie.
There's a lot of that,
really, as Roy has been explaining. We're in this position now with a bunch of center left people having produced this.
Yeah.
Now listen to what he just said about Mamdani. That's your Green Party.
Would you have preferred Jeremy Corbyn Labour left to a Green left?
They're no different. No,
different. Same thing. No way. Jeremy Corbyn. He's a communist. He's a communist.
A Jeremy Corbyn Labour left or a Reform Zach left, which you're picking?
Oh no, Zach is worse, man. Fuck me, man.
So you're going with Jeremy?
If I had a choice, it would be Jeremy, but
Reform would not connect in with the Green Party under any circumstances whatsoever. Any idea of that is just madness. It's just somebody's made something up.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Memecoin shit.
Yeah.
Do you see
absolutely.
that? 60 grand to hour.
What I would say about this European Union thing, there is a slightly different nuance to this. They're basically realizing within their current people that they have to do something, otherwise they will get kicked out, and some really extreme people are going to come in. And the European Union is going to go down a very, very, very dark hole. And that's the problem we've got with the Green Party.
Yeah. We're in the same boat.
We're going to go down a very, very dark hole. You thought the USSR was bad?
Yeah. Wait for it.
Fucking hell. Wait until we actually live it.
A second Labour victory. Personally, that's what I think
I
will
mean,
happen.
that could possibly happen. That I mean, if we don't, if the centre right don't, if Rupert Lowe doesn't muster all these fractional parties that have all gone and think, oh, I know better, like Britain First and all this. I think Britain First will jump ship and jump on Restore. I think
There was a time when
there
was a time though, Roy, where it wasn't as split on the right and still didn't get the votes. You know, so.
Well, I mean, we've had so many of these right-wing Tory governments in the past. Nobody believes that they're actually right-wing Tory. They're fucking left-wing Tory.
That's right. It's Uniparty. It's
Conservative government did more socialist policies, and they were dishing out 300 quid at one time. They did everything that you'd expect from a Labour government. It was
the Uniparty. They're following the agenda of the globalist agenda. They're following it like to a T. They're exactly the same. Rupert Lowe is giving that breath of fresh air, and you've got people like Nick Tanconi, bit more radical, bit more far right, you could say, with an opinion that's stirring up a few people. He's not got a massive thing. There's no way he's going to be a contention in this next general election. But who knows? 10 years down the line, he might create a party that is more significant later on. However, it's going to get to a point in 2027, or the end of 27. If I think Rupert will call on everyone to come and look. We ain't got no chance. It's either going to be Labour or it's going to be Reform and Green Party coalition. What are we going to do about it? And I think everyone
no, Green Party coalition would be with Labour. That's how Labour will get back in.
Right. Oh, either way, it's going to be a uniparty again, and it's going to be a globalist agenda. The only way out of a globalist agenda, right, is at the moment, in my opinion, is Rupert Lowe, and he's created such a great momentum at the moment.
No, he hasn't.
Well, I mean,
he hasn't done anything.
Well, he's made a
bunch of people. He has got around about between 40 and 100 people in each constituency.
Correct. 100 at a push.
He will, without absolute focus on individual seats, Restore will do nothing except harm someone else. That's the only thing they can do.
Okay, so here's the thing.
But if Restore and Reform come together in some collaboration, there's a chance.
I can't see it. No, Rupert and fucking
exactly.
And
this is what the problem is. This is egos,
happen, man.
This is egos that are causing the problem. Instead of putting
I agree.
He's already done the hard work, don't you think? Because he's got the centre voters on side, which is what needed to happen to become electable. So that's why he's probably got his back up with these guys. He's like, are you guys mad? We're just so close to victory. You're rocking the boat. And
that's why Rupert Lowe,
or you have nothing. It's like,
let's just wait and see about if Rupert Lowe does make that move and declare himself leader of the Conservative Party, right? And say we're going back to old school conservatism. Then I think he's gonna have a bit of leeway there. We'll see anyway. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea.
Boris.
Here's the thing.
How will Rupert Lowe do that? How will Rupert Lowe do that?
Well, listen, I'll tell you a little inside secret about Rupert Lowe. The manifesto that he presented to the commission to get actually registered as a party wasn't the manifesto that he was running by. So what I'm hearing from my connections is come the May elections, there's a possibility, because he is a threat, no matter what you say, he's a threat, that they might suspend him, right, for 10 days during the May elections, which means he can't run for his seat in Great Yarmouth, which means it's going to be open. And if the Green Party grab it, they grab it, or whoever grabs it. And then he can't be Prime Minister. He can't be Prime Minister. And that
hold on, he's not up for election in May. He is not up for election in May.
No, wait a minute. Listen, in May, the
local elections.
Yeah. Local elections, right. This is what I'm saying. So if he's suspended, he can't run. So
He
Great
is
Yarmouth.
suspended. Or he is suspended, or the Reform Party is suspended.
No. He fucked up, right? He made a mistake, and they are looking at suspending him.
Him or the Restore Party? Which one?
Him as as the main guy for Restore, right? He's in a constituency under Restore, yeah. Right. Okay. So if he gets suspended, he can't run again for election. So there's going to be a by-election. There'll be a by-election. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
No.
Right.
He can't get. Who's he going to get suspended by? I mean, the May elections are local elections. He is not running in the local elections. He is coordinating council candidates for Restore Britain only in Great Yarmouth.
He's the candidate for Great Yarmouth, right?
No, he's the MP for Great Yarmouth.
Right, well,
he
that's
will
what I
not
meant.
be
He's
a
the
local
MP for Great
councillor.
Yarmouth. If he's suspended, right, he gets suspended for 10 days during the election. He's out of the game. He's out of the game.
Well, he's not going for any election, though. His election is not until 2029.
What I'm saying is Great Yarmouth will go up for Great Yarmouth will be put up for a by-election. Anyone can jump in. It's a free-for-all.
Not under a suspension.
Well, we'll wait and see. Let's have a look.
What will he get suspended from?
Sorry?
I mean, like, who's in... Oh, my God, I can't speak now. Yeah, so it's May elections are local elections, yeah? So, yeah, I don't get...
He's not running in the local elections. No. He is already an MP.
Then why would we get suspended?
He cannot be kicked out from being an MP unless it goes through a certain process and he resigns.
Unless it goes through a certain process and he resigns. Let's wait and see. I'm only speculating. I'm just getting information from people that I know.
I think people are talking bollocks to you. I mean, we've got Sinn Féin. We've got Sinn Féin MPs.
I've been 100% right. I've been 100% right. What's happening?
We've got Sinn Féin MPs that don't even go to Parliament and swear allegiance to the King. They don't get kicked out from being MPs. They have been elected. They've been democratically elected, and that's where the difference is. He would have to resign as an MP. He can't have the whip suspended by anybody.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my lawyer. We're going to, Jamie, we'll organise this, right? I'll get my lawyers to come on the show, and we'll talk about it, and we can have that. And I'll invite you up as well, my friend, because I think we know what you're talking about. It will be, it's on a different level.
You've got more than one lawyer. You've actually got multiple lawyers.
Yeah, groups.
Wow.
And that's where I mean, you know, I'm not a dickhead. What I'm saying is, I'm told this information to kind of seep it out a little bit, to put it in people's minds, right? So that's my role in what I'm doing. Now, it's just food for thought. At this point in time, it's food for thought. So I did it on. I got them up on Coops's panel a couple of weeks ago. Don't know if you saw that. But very interesting conversations. So we can have these conversations and we can bring these topics up, and it's a more of a legal observation rather than just someone sitting in their bedroom, you know, having a fucking chinwag. You know what I mean? And it's very, very enlightening conversations can be had. And you know, I wish Jamie would do it more often. To be honest with you, I mean, Jamie,
he was suspended, wasn't he, from reform? Yeah.
I'm going to be 1 minute, guys. Be right back.
Yeah, but now he's Restore.
Yeah.
So he's all right then, and he's all cool for when the elections come around for the next time round, not May.
Well, I'm just going by what I'm told, right? He hasn't been suspended yet, so that's all up in the air.
Not for Restore, he hasn't, has he?
Well, I'm just saying, right? It's on the cards of him being suspended during the May elections. Now, you can make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Make of it what you will. They're gonna. I'm telling you now, the Uni Party are coming after Restore. They're coming. They want to take them out.
Right. Okay. So I'll give you the actual process that's possible.
Go on.
So if he if he is suspended for at least 10 sitting days by the House of Commons, then there could be a parliamentary recall petition if at least 10% of eligible voters sign that petition that makes the MP lose their seat, and that would trigger a by-election.
You just nailed it. You just nailed it. That's exactly. I mean, you worded it better than me. Thank you for that. That is the option. That is the possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that is on the cards right now. So you understand it. Well, let's wait and see. Because I've got no role in this. Like I say, my only role is to elaborate on the possibilities and put it out there. So I want everyone to think about what's happening, and I've done it today with you, my friend, and you've come up with what you just said, and that is basically the bottom line of it. What can happen? We don't know. We have no idea what can happen or what will happen. But if you think about it, if you really like dive into it and go, well, the uniparties, they hate fucking Rupert Lowe because he's so fucking Donald Trump, if you like, and they don't want that. They don't want it.
I wouldn't go down that route though. That it's the uniparty or whatever, because you're looking at shifting blame and conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So the process is, there were allegations against him by Reform. The criminal allegations were dropped. Well, the CPS decided not to press charges. They didn't have evidence. There is an ongoing independent complaints and grievance scheme by the House of Commons into investigating a complaint against him. And Rupert Lowe has failed to block it. He's failed to block that via a High Court challenge. So if that investigation finds him guilty and recommends a suspension of 10 or more days, constituents could initiate a recall petition.
There you go.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he cannot go forward to actually be elected again. But it might depend on how many sitting days in the House of Commons that he's suspended for. I don't know.
The conspiracy is to trigger a by-election to get him out the game. That's a conspiracy. Okay, we'll see how it pans out. I mean, I'm not claiming to be the fucking Nostradamus of politics by a long shot. I'm just feeding you what I know. I'm just letting you know the options that are there, and you've very well articulated it quite well.
I'm wondering whether that could be the best option for Restore in the long run.
That's interesting.
If everybody thinks they're all against us, and Restore really, really makes that play that they are the only party that can help the working class, the people who usually do not vote, all those people, then that could be the touch paper, the lighting of the touch paper.
Absolutely.
It actually gets Restore with massive voting potential in any and every constituency.
So it's a coin flip, right? At this point in time, it is a coin flip.
Possibly,
right.
Yeah.
There you go. Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to jump, man, because I've got to go and do something. I've got to go back to work in a minute. But always a pleasure, man. What's your name?
I'm Mondi.
Are you Mondi Media?
I am, yeah.
Oh man, it's the first time I met you. God bless you, brother.
Cheers, Roy.
You're smarter than I thought you was.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just taking the piss. I take the piss out of everyone. Yeah, when you get to know me, Monday, you realise that I will take the piss out of anybody. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I really don't.
I would argue with the other side of a coin that was in my pocket.
I like that. All right, listen, God bless you, Jamie. Angela, God bless you. And Monday, Been a pleasure to meet you. Actually, I've watched a few of your videos. What a load of shit! No, I don't mean
Yeah,
that.
what a load of shit! I tell you,
What a
they
load
are.
of fucking shit they are. But on a good note, man, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully speak to you again soon.
Cheers,
I'm back.
Roy.
Sorry, I was just getting some grand.
Big up the mods,
Cheers,
big
Roy.
up the chat, big up everybody. God bless. Happy Sunday.
Stay safe.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. I'm going to wrap up as well and say happy Sunday. Yeah, cheers, Monday. Cheers, Angela. But we are going to say goodbye.
Thank you for
Goodbye
having
now.
me.
You
Bye.
can catch the Super Average Idiots quiz in 2 hours on Reese's channel. If you want to check that out, please do. At Average Idiot. Sasha's given up. What's the point? That's it. Just sub to Monday. Great sub. Catch you all later, everyone. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I'll get on and have a look at that meme coin and that, innit? Yeah. In a bit, guys. Bye.